Good morning, everybody. It is meteorologist Dave Turley here. We have Cutter Martin as well, and we are giving you updates on Matthew. The 11 a.m. advisory is out, and we are still looking at a hurricane expected to be impacting our area. How much of an impact? That is going to be the big question.
Yeah, so obviously a lot going on, still uncertainty in the forecast. I know you're tired of hearing that we aren't exactly sure what's going on, but that's just exactly what the true forecast is right now. As of the latest forecast track, though, we are still going to keep this system offshore throughout its entire process of passing by the Georgia coast. Again, this is the forecast from the National Hurricane Center. It's now Category 3. Actually beginning to look a little bit more organized again this morning now that it's back over the warm waters off the coast of Cuba. Forecast right now to re-strengthen to a Category 4 hurricane, sustained wind of 130 miles per hour. Here's something to note, all 443 folks watching right now. Timing has slowed down, so this is now passing the Savannah area offshore by sunrise-ish, 8 a.m., 8 a.m. Saturday morning with 110 mile per hour sustained winds. Obviously, notice the cone of uncertainty. The coastal empire, the South Carolina low country, is still within that cone, and there most certainly is still uncertainty in the forecast. And notice a couple of changes in the extended. Not quite out to sea. May actually loop back and kind of hang out in the southwestern Atlantic for a while. But again, if you're looking for any minor changes here, what we're looking at, and Dave will elaborate a little bit more on this, we have slowed down the timing. So if anything, a Friday night into the first half at least, if not into early afternoon, sort of impact here across the coastal empire and the South Carolina low country. So again, the story, the forecast has changed, and it has not changed, but the track has slowed down just a little bit. It really hasn't shifted very much since 5 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, and that's the one thing we really want to try to see. We want to see consistency from model run to model run. And since yesterday looks like more, yesterday evening more, the trends have been to keep this system a little bit further off the coast and keeping it especially off the South and North Carolina coastline, as Cutter was just showing you, no longer expected to make landfall up along South Carolina or North Carolina. No. And the trends which we're watching, which we'll talk more about this after the storm moves on through, this could be something we are going to be keeping our eyes on as we move on into next week, as the system might be stalling out and doing a couple loops or something off the coast of the southeast here. But all in all, it still looks like we're going to have that Category 2 hurricane off our coast later on Friday and into Saturday morning. So what does that mean for us? Let's give you a look at what we think is going to be happening here as far as what the winds are concerned. Now, again, everything we're showing you now is based on the current forecast, which can change. So that's why we need you to keep updated on the latest tracks. They come out every 6 hours. This is what we are expecting. Heaviest winds, any type of hurricane force winds with this track should be felt out in the coastal waters. We're not looking at any hurricane force winds as of right now for the land areas, but certainly in that red shaded area, which includes the I-95 area and in mostly areas just to the west of Interstate 95, 40 to 60 mile per hour gusts, I don't think will be out of the question.
No, but notice the trend here. You know, we're kind of getting to the point where we can nail down some trends, maybe not quite a forecast for your backyard, but notice western areas, Vidalia, Swainsboro, Sylvania, Scroven County, the entire region, Jeff Davis County, Coffee County, anyone, let's say 30 to 40 miles east of 95, your risk of substantial wind damage is very, very low, actually. We're talking gusty conditions. West of 95. Your chance of damaging wind gusts is low, and the I-75 corridor inland from that, you're not going to even notice it. It's just a nice little breeze. So again, still, I-95 corridor and towards the coast. Of course, we're going to take that back a little bit west of 95. Mother Nature doesn't pay attention to roadways, just we're using that as kind of a good guide here, as a good place of reference. I-95, Brunswick, Savannah, through all of the low country, and east of that roadway, that area, that's where some of the more impactful winds are expected to be. And again, this is mainly Friday night into the first half or so of Saturday.
Yeah, and that's the winds. Let's take a look at how much rain Again, this is just one forecast which we're keeping our eyes on right now. And of course, the greatest amounts of rain will be felt along the coastal areas. You see, I-95 area, and especially east of that, will get the heaviest rains. Maybe 4 to 8 inches, depending on how this storm actually takes shape as it moves up into our area late Friday and Saturday. And again, we don't really expect a lot of rain today or tomorrow, so we have a couple days to prepare for that. But we are expecting to see some of the heaviest rain move in here overnight Friday and into early on Saturday. Now, we got a lot of people asking about all their
Facebook account?
other individual locations right now. And this is what we're expecting right now. So we're trying to narrow it down for everybody. So we're looking at the highest chances, the highest probabilities of any type of heavy rain and wind really along coastal areas. And again, it all has to do with that current track. Here's what we're looking at by 8 a.m. Tuesday morning with that forecast track just off our coast. So you notice the curve in that trend, it's still a good 60 to 70 miles or so off the coast. That's the center. So that's why when we're looking at the rain totals and the wind totals, they kind of got a curve. And it kind of follows what we expect wherever the center of the storm goes.
Yeah, and of course, this is obviously subject to change, and a lot of people are asking about evacuations in Chatham County and Georgia counties again. There are none in Georgia at this time. Could change later today. We don't have any mandatory, I should say. There are voluntary evacuations for St. Simons and some of the islands, Jekyll Island near Glenn County, but not anywhere else as of right now. And again, a lot of the Weather Channel has been reporting things. Some has been apparently false. This is actually newer after the Weather Channel was saying certain things. But again, Glenn County, there are no mandatory evacuations, just purely a voluntary evacuation. Come and leave as you wish on St. Simons and Jekyll in Glenn County. Of course, this could be updated as we go on, but the theme continues. The worst looks to remain offshore, and remember, the main reason you evacuate is for storm surge flooding, which right now is not expected, again, extremely dependent on the track, to be that significant at this time. So if you live outside of a surge zone, I would say go ahead and stay.
I was going to say, you had a very good saying that you said you always grew up with, because you grew up in the Houston area, so you've dealt with a lot of these. What was that saying that you always grew up with?
Well, they just always said, run from the water, evacuate if you're in a surge zone, hide from the wind, hunker down. In some cases you might want to board up your windows, but more carefully, just bring in your loose furniture, bring in loose items, make general preps to your property. And as far as, pulling things in, potted plants, stuff like that. And just be safe, hunker down, know what's going on, have a way to receive severe weather information, but at the same time, don't panic. And if you do not have to leave, if you're not in a surge zone, if you're not in a mandatory evacuation area, I would stay, unless, again, you are on one of the barrier islands that could see some storm surge flooding.
And that's going to be the major thing that we're really keeping our eyes on here. Is going to be some of the coastal flooding concerns in here. We have a nice map here. We're looking at really the times of high tide going over the next couple of days. And the tides are expected, again, you see forecast values a little over 7 and a third, 7.3 feet there. But they're running about 1 foot as of right now. They were running 1 to 2 feet above average. Right now they're running about a foot or so above predicted values. With that, not even seeing any effects from Matthew. These are just from sustained northeasterly winds we've been seeing the past couple of days. As the effects from Matthew get closer, we'll see more water on addition to that. So that's why coastal flooding could be a major concern here as we go on through, especially more late Thursday, Friday, and should be getting better Saturday as more of a northwest offshore flow of winds.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch, but again, I think the main folks that really need to pay attention as far as evacuation plans are concerned and truly consider if they are going to evacuate is folks living on the beaches, on a barrier island, or literally right on a marsh, maybe on the intercoastal side of the barrier islands or the marsh side of the islands. And of course, if you live right on the beach too, certainly a possibility just to play it safe here. But still, if you're expecting just the threat for damaging wind gusts and power outages, prepare for those, but don't necessarily need to leave.
Yeah, and again, this forecast track is not set in stone. We don't have the answers to tell you should you evacuate or not. If you feel nervous about it or you feel like something could happen, go ahead and just plan on doing it. But we don't have any mandatory evacuations here yet for the Georgia area. We are expecting to see some coastal flooding, so if you are around an area which typically floods in a high tide event, this is probably going to be impacting you. If you get west of Interstate 95 and you're moving further inland, we don't expect a lot of coastal surge problems from any of that because the center is predicted to be offshore. Now, if that changes, this forecast would definitely change. But as of right now, the current thinking is the center remains offshore, so that means the greatest threat for flooding would be in some more high tide cycles coming up here. And of course, if you get that heavy rain coming up, any areas which typically flood in a heavy rain event for poor drainage regions could certainly be possible in here late Friday and into Saturday morning. So again, South Carolina does have that evacuation in order, so everyone hopefully you know that in through the South Carolina areas, people have been leaving. We've seen a steady stream of people trying to get out before the 3 o'clock. Is it the 3 o'clock deadline for coastal areas in Beaufort County?
Yeah, that is going to be for portions of Charleston County and Beaufort County as well. And of course, the latest we kind of have a breakdown of all this information, some of the recap from Governor Haley's speech. That's going to be at WTOC.com maps as far as surge zones, but they're really focusing right now on, earlier their projection was like over 1 million people being evacuated. I think it's like 250,000 right now. Charleston County and Beaufort County, especially those right on the coast and those susceptible to some of the surge or tidal flooding.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we are not the ones who will go ahead and issue any type of evacuation orders. We are just telling you what we have and what we see with this weather information. So if you're asking about evacuations, we are not the ones to be asking about that. We can tell you what the conditions are expected to be, and you can make your own educated decision of whether you want to or not start to evacuate. But as of right now, again, we don't have any mandatory evacuations in here for our areas in Georgia. South Carolina is a different story.
Yeah, Linnea, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. That's a good question. Why are they suggesting evacuations for Savannah? Again, no one has issued evacuation for Savannah. There is only voluntary, and of course this is constantly evolving. We're probably getting some new information as the morning goes on, so this may change, certainly. But there's only voluntary evacuations for barrier islands of coastal Glenn County, down the coast near Brunswick.
And the concern is right now is that this system will be moving in Friday. Today's Wednesday. We don't have any evacuations. If this track, we're saying it's a big if, this track was to move a little bit further westward and move on inland, well, we could be talking about some major flooding concerns and certainly much more in the way of wind. That does not look like it's going to happen based on the last current tracks of the forecast here, the current model runs, the 11 p.m. advisory from the Hurricane Center, the 5 a.m. advisory, and now the 11 a.m. advisory have all kept this system about 50 to 70 miles off our coast, and it looks like we are expected to be seeing the bulk of the activity out in the coastal water. So, of course, no boating. We'll have hurricane warnings, I would assume, into effect here very shortly. We already have a hurricane watch. Many of you might have already got that on your First Alert weather app with a push alert out there. That's for the coastal waters right now. Nothing for our land areas as far as any watches or warnings as of right now. But again, things are going to be okay here today. Things will be okay here for Thursday. Things will start out just fine. It looks like early Friday. It's more of a late Friday, overnight, and into Saturday morning when we're expecting some of the conditions to be moving on in. If you're just a recap of what we expect, this is the 11 a.m. advisory according to the National Hurricane Center. There's the official track, taking a Category 4 hurricane through the Bahamas and then keeping it just off the Florida coastline. By Friday morning, it's still through Central Florida, so we might try to get some of those outer bands in here Friday morning. But you notice by Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, it's kind of parallel to the Georgia-South Carolina border, so that would mean it's more of a Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and Saturday morning event for our viewing region. But notice the trend still keeps the system off the coast and moves it away. That's great news for South Carolina and North Carolina as far as what it looked like yesterday. Now, they're not out of the woods as of yet, but it's looking better. And then after that, you notice a little trend here. The extended forecast might try to bring this system and do a loop or so off the coast. So we could be talking about this for quite some time. But as of right now, again, we are looking at that. The official forecast has the system strengthening. It is continuing to strengthen, I believe. Let me see where we have the latest on this right now. There's the latest advisory. And what we can see, it's back up to 120 miles per hour. So it has strengthened again once it's now moving away from Cuba, about to move into the Bahamas, northwesterly at about 12 miles per hour. Now, as far as the watches and warnings go, again, some of you might have got that push alert on your phone. We do have alert for the coastal waters right now. Not showing up on this map. I don't know why it's not showing up. But we do have that watch now in effect for some of our coastal waters right now. As far as what we expect, let's go ahead and take a look at what we expect for the winds. Now, this is based on the current forecast which we're seeing. Any type of hurricane force winds will be out in the coastal waters offshore. So we don't expect any of that right now. These are expected wind gusts right here. We're looking at 40 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts from Charleston, Beaufort, Savannah, down into the Brunswick. Anywhere along and east of Interstate 95 has the greatest chance for seeing the gustiest winds. Now, as you move inland, those winds will be much less, especially as you move back over towards Dublin, Macon, Swainsboro, maybe even Douglas, maybe just a 20 mile per hour breezy day, and maybe even getting some breaks in the clouds, so some sunshine there late Friday, as the storm will be more to your east. Now, as far as the rainfall goes, highest amounts certainly along the coastal areas. This goes through Saturday night, and you notice how it tapers off inland with maybe less than an inch for some of the far inland areas west of Douglas back towards Macon and the I-75 area. So it really all depends on where the system is going to go. So the best thing for you to do, again, we've been telling you this all the time, got that First Alert weather app. You'll get your alerts as long as you have your alerts turned on, and as long as you have your tropical tracks turned on as well, you can follow along on this system.
Marla Rooker is also live in Brunswick talking about these voluntary evacuations effective immediately, but again, not mandatory, purely voluntary for Glynn County barrier islands. That includes St. Simon's Island, Jekyll Island, Sea Island, and Little St. Simon's. Again, that begins now, but that is not mandatory. It is for Glynn County and specifically coastal Glynn County. May see some more expansions, probably will, these watches, these warnings, and of course possibly that could lead to some further evacuation orders, whether voluntary or otherwise, but right now only Glynn County in Georgia, obviously South Carolina we've been talking about for the past 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly, and I would assume a lot of that might have to do with some flooding concerns as well, as the tides will be getting higher, and during the high tide cycles you could be cut off from the mainland if we do get some of those higher tides coming up. That's the way it looks like as of right now. Let's see if we can answer a few of these questions out here. Elizabeth says she's on the east side of Savannah. Should I be worried? I wouldn't be worried as of right now, but I would definitely keep an update on what's happening with the latest forecast tracks. Looks like here in Savannah, even on the east side, you're going to get some maybe some tropical storm winds in here Friday with some rain totals around 4 inches or so. So some localized flooding, if you live in a poor drainage area, is certainly going to be possible.
WTOC weather. This is
we don't expect any tornadoes on this because we are on the east side of the system, so that's definitely some good news. Let's see. What towns are in the surge zones?
Absolutely no
really
clue.
anywhere along the beach areas of coastal roads, which typically flood in a high tide event, that's what you're going to have to be worried about with this. So if your travel's taking you maybe Highway 80 in and out of the Beaufort County areas all the way down towards the Glynn County region, again, and if you see those roads typically flood in a heavy tide or high tide event, you should have to be concerned about that. Coffee Bluff, you're on the bluff. I don't think you're going to see any flooding, but again, during high tide, you might be cut off with some of those roads possibly being flooded around you, but Coffee Bluff is usually one of the higher elevations out there. Pooler should be fine, again, as far as flooding is concerned, but certainly going to get some gusty winds and some locally heavy rainfall. Same story there for Ellabelle. If Glenn and Jacksonville are evacuating, Camden should too. Again, those are just, they're not mandatory evacuations. Those are just voluntary, right along the barrier islands, basically, where they have the voluntary evacuation for parts of Glynn County as of right now. Liberty County, if you're east of 95, again, and you're a low-lying area, you are susceptible to seeing some coastal flooding out there. Otherwise, if you're inland from Hinesville, Fort Stewart, further westward, you should be okay. Again, maybe some gusty winds might take down some trees. Power lines could be coming down, so power could be a concern out there. And really anywhere west of Interstate 95, the chance for those really strong gusty winds is going to be much lower based on this track.
Yeah, and of course, this is definitely a issue of convenience here. It's not going to be the most convenient to possibly lose some tree limbs, lose some trees in areas, be without power for a few days, perhaps several days in a few areas. But at the same time, we have to let coastal residents leave if they are told to do so. But at this time, if you are not in an evacuation zone, if you have not been alerted by WTOC that you are in one of these areas, then you are suggested you just stay home. A lot of people asking about inland areas. What about Statesboro? What about Jeff Davis County? I think you're fine. Not worried about surge. Stay home regardless. Already, maybe some people out on the roadways. And it looks like the main threat in your area would be some gusty winds, but actually relatively low if the present track holds. Not expecting too many issues. Certainly not expecting that many issues in Jeff Davis County. No reason to get worked up in Jeff Davis County and Coffee County, and Toombs County, and the Montgomery County, Mount Vernon area. Those areas, you're good to go. Just stay. Don't worry about it at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way it looks right now. As far as the forecast for Matthew, we are looking at this advisory which just came out from the 11 a.m. advisory. Next intermediate advisory comes out at the 2 p.m. hour, and that will be more for a fix on the center location and the strength of the storm. The next track adjustment will come out there at that 5 p.m. advisory. And, of course, John Weatherby and Jamie Ertl will have more coming up on that.
And Tamala Butler, Tybee was already told to evacuate last night. Actually, that's not the case. No official word on anything. That was not the case last night. That's still not the case. We're waiting to find out some more information on that. But again, Tamala, that's not officially true through the mayor. We're waiting to learn more information today. So again, people may have taken it upon themselves, but let's please keep the information correct here. We don't want any confusion. That is not what has occurred last night or this morning. I know there's a lot of information. It's easy to kind of not realize the difference between official and then people taking it upon themselves, but there was no evacuation for Tybee. The only evacuation right now is with Glynn County, voluntary, and only the coastal barrier islands, Little St. Simon's, Jekyll, and the Sea Island area. Those areas do have a voluntary, remember, you can come and go as you please, voluntary evacuation for the barrier islands of Glynn County this morning.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where we're really expecting to see the bulk of this activity will be along coastal areas based on this forecast track, which keeps the center a good 50 to 70 miles off our coast and of the South Carolina coast as well. That would mean all the hurricane force winds remain offshore, but we can still get some gusts in here, especially along areas along and east of Interstate 95 is where we're kind of having that cutoff for seeing those 60-plus mile-an-hour winds. Can't guarantee we won't see that, but it really all depends on the exact track. And any slight little deviation of this track westward will increase our threat for rain and wind and more storm surge as well. A slight shift out to the east will decrease the amount of wind and rain, especially for a lot of the inland areas. So it's going to be a close call. We're going to be watching this closely, but as of right now, we are still expecting the system to remain off the coast. So those are your updates here. We're going to get ready for our program coming up at noon on WTOC. We're going to have another Facebook Live post coming up here throughout the afternoon. Updates on all our social media platforms, on Twitter, on our Facebook pages, and of course you can get all the latest tracks if you go to our Hurricane Center page at WTOC.com and on our First Alert Weather app.
And on the weather app, we're going to be sending out these custom video alerts every now and then over the next couple of days. Of course, Dave and myself in the morning, Jamie and John in the afternoons and the evenings. So we got you covered. And as soon as anything changes, if there are any warnings watches posted, if there are any evacuations issued, any huge adjustments in the forecast, we will be the first to let you know. Just make sure you have all these resources of information so that you do get that information.
All right, that's it for now, everybody. Thanks for your comments, and you all have a good day and stay safe.
Excuse me. Hello guys, Sujar speaking. We're expecting to do a Trip to Quattro Special Part 4, and we thought it would be the last one to be part of the taping in Georgia, but instead, we expect some bad weather going on in Savannah, because I think right now we just have to wait on Mom and think about some wind and some rain, get out of the house thing, and think about some cool stuff and not listen to some Christian music for a while for the past for the rest of my life, you know. And that's right now. Currently, it's terrible weather outside, so I'm just gonna pack up all my stuff, all the house's stuff, and get out of there and and get ourselves paid. You know, just think about my upcoming unboxing video stuff. You know, and today we are doing a Trip to Quattro Special 4, Part 4. You know, not number 4. That'll be two free movies from now. Not. However, this might be my first part, maybe part 4, until I get ready to travel and get ready to visit for a while. I'll just see what happens. I may have to do a movie called. I still wanted to focus on a review of Alice in Wonderland, do other things, but unfortunately, we're expecting some heavy rain outside, because I'm thinking we're about to go out and get out of the house and move out, so we can pack up and leave and take the dogs with us and go to our hotel and not worry about the winds, the rains, whatever. And it'll be a windy Friday or Saturday night or something. That way we can still do a mini adventure movie, you know. And part 5 will be extremely okay, like we did part 4, you know. But you know, I have to get ready for a meeting today at sometime around 6 p.m. Since there's terrible weather, I'm not going to have a time for a meeting. I'm just thinking, let's just leave Thursday. And I think it would be a terrific idea. But for now, let's enjoy some special bulletins and what just happened, and the weather reports on this bad weather happened. And there you go. Enjoy.
Right at the coast, it would stay stronger because more of the circulation would be over the water. So there's some question mark on the intensity. But in any case, it would start to weaken as it moves north in Florida and then makes a curve up through Georgia and the Carolinas. So obviously big concerns there, evacuations there. All those islands are under threat from the storm. All right, why is the cone what it is? It's because, and why we have confidence in it, it's because the two main models go right up the cone, and they look at these and then they make the model. So here you see the American in orange and the Euro in blue there, and they're a little bit out of sync near Nassau, but generally in the same area there. And notice the new American model is a little bit farther to the left, but about the same. Timing it, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, right off of West Palm. This is putting extremely strong winds, and storm surge is starting on the Treasure Coast and the Palm Beach coast there. According to the models, coming ashore early in the morning, so overnight, a high storm surge threat. And then look at this, right up the state, and then threatening Georgia and the Carolinas after that. And then you see, for all this talk about what happens offshore, they diverge, and it's very, very uncertain out there. Okay, lots more coming up. Stay tuned.
Live from the Weather Channel
Do what?
you're watching Hurricane Central.
Oh no, Luke is
I'm
watching
meteorologist Alex
Hurricane
Wilson
Central.
live in Volusia County, Florida, more specifically Daytona Beach, where businesses are boarded up. Restaurants will be closing last night, tonight, to meet adjourned before the end of the week. They're going to close up shop tomorrow morning. They're staying closed tomorrow and into Friday, as Matthew, a major hurricane, could bring very significant, very dangerous events to parts of Florida. East Central Florida could be seeing a very serious threat from this. In fact, some of the local hotels are now telling folks that they are closing up at noon tomorrow, so they're going to need to find somewhere else to go than here right along the beach. So, these hotels have gotten word that they need to evacuate as well. Schools are closed, government offices are closed through the end of the week, universities in the area are closed, and they are opening up shelters tomorrow morning starting at 8 a.m. as Category 4 Hurricane Matthew makes its way closer to the U.S. coast. Things are really going to deteriorate as we head into the day tomorrow, and especially for Daytona Beach on Friday. That's when we expect the most serious effects. We've been getting word from American Airlines, from Delta, from Southwest, other air carriers that flights are going to be affected. In some cases, they've just been downright canceled starting tomorrow. So if you have travel plans to the state of Florida, I'm sure you've already thought about it, but definitely call in to your airline. A lot of cases they are waiving that change fee or altering the schedule for you so that you can make those plans. But in a lot of these cases with Brian Norcross, it's not going to be feasible or available to travel, as we are looking at a very serious threat, not just from the wind, not just from the rain, but from the storm surge as well. All of those factors will be in play with this one.
Storm surge is the most deadly feature in a hurricane, and this hurricane coming ashore, if it comes ashore, as many of the forecasts indicate now, that is going to drive 5 to 8 feet of water above the land if it comes in anywhere near high tide. And if it moves up the coast, of course, it is going to encounter high tides as it goes. So that's the forecast. To the right of where the center comes in, 5 to 8 feet over the land. Obviously, that would not be survivable if you were in that area. Okay, let's take a look, and just in case you're just tuning in here at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, for the advisory. This is the 5 o'clock advisory, a new update from the Hurricane Center coming out within the hour, and I think there will be changes. But as of 5, 120 mile an hour winds. Pressure was 963. We think it's about that now, maybe a tiny bit lower, but essentially the same. And moving to the northwest toward Nassau and Florida at 12 miles an hour. At that time was 205 miles from Nassau. Okay, here's the latest radar when the hurricane hunters went through the center. And what we see is the center here, but then we see these other bands out in here. And when we see this kind of double structure like this and this kind of broad eye wall, that generally means it will be slow to reorganize if it reorganizes. So it's a little bit of hopefulness maybe, but there's a lot of warm water and ideal atmospheric conditions up ahead of it. So we're not in any way changing our mind on it here at the current time, but no doubt they're looking at this closely at the Hurricane Center. Close up on the satellite picture, there we can see the eye is kind of getting obscured, but we can also see very clearly moving in the direction of Nassau, and that's what the models are indicating going to happen. It's going to come very close. Now, it's rare that we see, I'm trying to think back to the last time we saw the entire state of Florida, Peninsula Florida, lit up with some kind of watches or warnings. The most important ones of these are the purple ones from Broward County on up to just north of Daytona Beach. That's where the hurricane warnings are, and I really want to focus on Palm Beach County north. Broward County is kind of on the fringe. I think we will have some very strong winds here, certainly, if this forecast comes out the way the Hurricane Center is thinking, or if it deviates a little to the left. it might come right into Broward County. But the idea of it coming just north of Broward County, with Broward being on the fringe, or somewhere in here like this, Palm Beach County, the Treasure Coast, this is where we have this 5 to 8 foot storm surge threat as the winds flow in this way in this hurricane warning area. But the hurricane warnings are really just for the winds of 100 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour, somewhere in that range. And then inland, look at it, that includes Orlando, by the way, because just in case it takes a track that's right over the coast or up I-95. Inland tropical storm warnings and even tropical storm watches for the possibility of damaging winds on the west coast, Alex. That's just because it's a big circulation, that air comes in off the Gulf, and of course you can get very strong wind when it blows off the water there, as you know. All right, back to you.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you so much, Brian Norcross. You guys are getting expert analysis that you can't get anywhere else from our amazing team of experts. We've also got our crews out in the field, our team all along the eastern coast, southeast coast, and into the Bahamas. That's where we want to head next. Dave Malkoff has been riding out Matthew in the Bahamas. Yesterday it was time for prep. Today it's the storm. Dave.
Alex, I just talked to the Prime Minister of this country, Perry Christie, and he was telling me that they are very concerned about this because this is the first time they've seen anything like this in the last 80 to 100 years. They haven't seen a Category 4 hurricane. He was quoted in the newspaper, and I asked him about this earlier, talking about how every single island will not be spared. No island will be spared was the exact quote. And there are 700 islands throughout the Bahamas. Most people live just here in Nassau or over in Freeport, which is on Grand Bahama Island, and they've got a lot of people in shelters or in hotels that have been kind of abandoned by the tourists who have gone home before the airport closed. So they have a lot of locals coming into the hotels. So that's a good thing. They've got a lot of their family islands, as they call them, the outlying islands, and they've moved a lot of the elderly and the sick and the disabled into airport and into the shelters here on these main islands. But as the Prime Minister just told me, there are hundreds of people who have chosen to stay on those outlying islands, and there is no infrastructure like there is here in Nassau on those islands. So they are in low-lying areas. They are in very flimsy housing. It's not big concrete structures. So he is very, very concerned for his friends and constituents out in those areas. We are covering this storm as it is approaching the Bahamas and the coast of Florida. Dave Malkoff will be back after this break.
Evacuate. When the first responders evacuate, we'll evacuate with them, and then we will be prepared to move back into the area to assist in any way we can. The states here, Georgia Army National Guard is prepared to send whatever support is needed, and that's what we're here for. Thank you, sir.
Mayor Jason Gilman of the City of Tybee.
Thank you, Brad. Just real briefly, I want to commend all of our staff on Tybee, our emergency responders, everybody. I can't tell you how great of a job they've done responding to this situation. And I just want to say one more thing. If you are know of someone on the island, friend or loved one, is still there, please reach out to them right now and tell them they have 90 minutes to get off of Tybee Island before Highway 80 is going to be inundated with water. And they will not be able to get off for the duration of this storm. They need to leave. They need to leave now. Most of the people have left, but there are a few who have not. We urge them to leave at this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Eddie DeLoach from the City of Savannah.
Good morning. I want to say how pleased we are as a community with the results we've had with our busing program that we put in place. I don't think we can say enough about what the Red Cross has done, what GEMA, SEMA, the City of Savannah, all the groups that came together to make this happen. We've had about 2,000 people that have been bused to other areas. We want to thank those communities that have taken those people in. We want to let them know how much we appreciate all they've done for us. We also want to say that we appreciate all the effort that the people that came here. They have no other place to go, but they've acted with great dignity and great respect. And we move forward, and we've got folks taking care of them.
No! No!
Again, I want to emphasize, please leave if it's possible for you to leave.
Sorry, everyone.
The thing will be shut off at 12 o'clock. It's over with. It's time for you to get off or out of Savannah. So anything you can do to move that forward, please do. And thank you for all the help from all the police force. We got the best police force in the Southeast, bar none. And thank all the mayors that we got that are here with me today that have talked to me, and we've been talking about all of that we need to do. It's been a great cooperative effort on our part, and I want to thank all of the people that are working here doing this. Thank you so much for what you've done.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to call up Lee Smith. He's the county manager for Chatham County.
Good morning from the Chatham County Board of Commissioners, and particularly from Chatham County Chairman Al Scott. He is at our Emergency Operations Center right now and is signing a declaration of emergency for Chatham County, particularly for the issues as it relates to curfews and other items. We'll be issuing a press release in the next hour as to some of the details for that declaration, particularly curfew in all the municipalities and countywide beginning this evening from dusk to dawn, which will be enforced by law enforcement. And I think Chief Lundgren will be talking about that in just a moment. I do want to reiterate what the mayors have said and our emergency officials. If you have not left, we are asking you, in fact, we are telling you to leave now. You have a very short period of time, low-lying areas along rivers, but now we're asking all people to leave Chatham County. This is a very dangerous situation, and we need your cooperation. I do want to reach out to the governor was here yesterday and did tell us he had spoken to President Obama. We have been alerted that funding will be available to our area, and we want to thank the governor's office, the National Guard, all of our local municipalities, GEMA, SEMA, and the City of Savannah for their cooperation, and we're asking people to be safe. As the mayor said, and Mayor Bierman, if you do know of someone who is here,
Was it?
Will you go get me a towel?
we are asking that.
Good morning. I'm still riding the city, and there's still a significant amount of people who are still here. This is serious. We are living through historic times. We are living through history. Please do not become a part of it.
Thank you, Mayor. And Jack Lumpkin, he's the chief of the Savannah Chatham Metropolitan Police Department.
Thank you. I would also like to express our appreciation to our partners, some of you who you see behind us, our citizen soldiers, our National Guard, and the Sheriff who has deployed officers, deputies, significantly in the east and the west areas of our community. We are asking that our citizens leave, as everyone has stated. The dusk to dawn curfew will be enforced. That is not a juvenile curfew. That is for everyone. Dusk to dawn, we will be engaging people and arresting them for this curfew violation. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. We'd like to open up to any questions now. Anyone? If there are no questions, the next briefing is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. at SEMA headquarters on Police Memorial Drive. That could be subject to change depending on conditions, so please stay alert. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay, we were just listening now to the SEMA update, also including the city, which is the ECC. Here are just a couple of the high points of this. No emergency services. Excuse me. They want you to know after noon, that's the evacuation time when the buses will be leaving. No emergency services for the area. Tybee Mayor coming out saying you have 90 minutes. That's a little less right now to get off the island. They're going to be closing that roadway. The mayor of Savannah saying that the buses have worked really well, so they're going to continue the buses now from the Civic Center out of town. That's going, they've evacuated.
Number now up to 2,000 people a day.
2,000, so they're hoping to get a lot more today. As you heard there, they want everyone to leave, and we're hearing from the county, from the co-manager, or the county manager and the chairman, that they're going to be putting that declaration of emergency into effect, which means the curfews. And you also heard Chief Jack Lumpkin there. Dusk to dawn will be the curfew, and he said that they will be enforcing that and arresting for violations.
Yeah, and everybody's message is saying, please leave if you are in the evacuation area. And I can tell you that message was a lot more urgent today than the last couple of days. I was at the joint press conferences yesterday and the day before, and while they were urging people to leave, they didn't want to create any kind of panic or scare people or have everybody rushing to the roads at the same time. So they weren't hitting it as hard. Now there's no time to worry about scaring people. It's time to leave.
All right, the hurricane warning in effect.
But this is what you do with others. Yeah. You take it to the most difficult, the highest stress point, and try to prove it there. So here is the most respected poet in the world, and who just passed away. So people have really strong feelings of empathy for her and her legacy. This was from an inauguration poem, I think, for Obama in 2012. I can't find the poem from 2008, which was even better, but here's a little piece of the poem from 2008 or 12.
And into your sister's eye, and into your brother's face, your country, and say simply, very simply, with hope, good morning.
I don't know if that was your voice. All right, well, let me watch another. I'm just going to go to another random. I'm going to go to another random spot. And just play a little piece of it. You tell me.
Rested with me, then forced on bloody feet, left me to the employment of other seekers, desperate for gain, starving for gold. You, the Turk, the Arab, the Swede, the German, the Eskimo, the Scot. You, the Ashanti, the Yoruba, the crew, bought, sold, stolen, riding on a nightmare, praying for a dream.
What is that? You say so much, and yet so little. And most of that was just for naming the most groups you could think of.
I know.
That's what these guys do who know nothing about the shootings involving police and an unarmed black person. They just start rattling off a bunch of names, and they'll give you a single. And then it's like, and then at the end they always add the list. John Oliver did that this past weekend. Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, the list goes on. Can you let it go on a little bit?
Yeah, and by the way, the two that you mentioned, aren't what you're talking about.
I don't think it's what he used, to be fair. I think he used I think Eric Johnson was in there, which is what, agreed with, not necessarily a racial incident, the last cut is leaning more towards stew. Poetry box. So, if you have evidence in the go back to budget, we can find some good examples. But again, that was an era where that's all you had. You had poems. You had poems, that was pretty much it. And people had to really work. They had to really work at it. Get something good. I mean, at this point, I think that time has passed. Once you try to say that, you know, a lot of different groups have struggled. Just say that. A lot of different groups have struggled, and then we'll move on with our lives. Just sit here and name all of them. You need to come back and start naming Eskimos. And is that poetry? That's just listing examples of things.
Plant yourself beside the river. Each of you, descendant of some passed-on traveler, has been paid for. You who gave me my first name. You.
Between about midnight and up to sunrise.
Yeah, that's going to be the rest of it still, and so that timing does not change any. Let's go further south to some of our listening area again, down between Kings Bay
Radar right now. We've been seeing moderate rain for several hours now. And if you look at the radar line beyond that, Jacksonville for hours now, probably for 2 or 3 hours, we get very hard heavy rain. That is headed our way. That's something that we could see this flooding will work because once the storm surge, we're going to see 10 up to 12 inches of rain with the storm surge moving in. So that'll be a big problem with this rain. I would expect flooding rain even now. That sort of line there, and see the rain is heading our way.
Well, I'm looking at radar. That's the time. Somebody can do that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
And we would love to hear from you on that. Hurricane Matthew, 120-mile-an-hour storm, moving our way north-northwest at 12 miles per hour. The storm is now just off of Jacksonville, and we'll have a report from Jonathan Myers here in just a few minutes.
What are they? Do they look like they're talking about it right now?
You want to go to Jonathan?
Yeah, let's go to Jonathan now at WJCL.
As we go into later tonight, Category 3 off the coast of Jacksonville. Jump ahead to just after midnight, 1 a.m. Here's when the brunt of the storm is, where the strongest of the winds that will be occurring. You see this red area here, winds of 74. This is right at the immediate coast.
Looks like I missed this place.
We're here.
Looks like I have to get in the road. Oh boy, what a rainy day it has been! I forgot to do this, as for the old sakes. Just for old time's sakes.
Testing it. So I'm glad somebody had. Hi! Enough savvy to say.
Wow.
There's no telling what is ordered from here.
This might be. I'm gonna continue. Oh my, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing with this camera, but yeah. After this happened, just bring up the whole thing, and we'll get up the thing while Brandon and Billy are just like, oh my god. I'm gonna stop recording now. It's finally working. But we're not doing the opening like it did 116th episode of Friday Through Jason's 285, but as we normally did. But we got all started anyway. Hello people. This is Jerry Jason's 285 speaking. Welcome to another episode of Friday Through Jason's 285, and to help me out here is Brandon Plumley via the Skype guest and audio platform.
Yeah, and on my phone, because I don't have a microphone, but yeah, hey everybody, how you doing?
And today, I am currently, working at the, zone for this Hurricane Matthew as we speak. So, be warned for me, you guys. So there will be another episode of Fly Through Jason's 285 tonight as we speak. Currently, we have a double-length episode last year, but this year we're going to have another one this year. So, be on the lookout for that. And, my regret, we're going to have another one of these trainers today. So, my regret, we have another thing coming your way in Savannah today till Sunday. So, there'll be bad news happening in Savannah.
Well, Luke, do you want me to add Billy to the show or what?
Yeah, please add Billy.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope he never's gonna interrupt or something. But yeah. So you all know and everything.
And he didn't answer.
He did answer, dang it.
Alright, well, go ahead and...
According to SpanNow.com, it says we're going to have 11 a.m. Hurricane Matthew weather update. It says that as meteorologists continue to track the path of Hurricane Matthew, James Carpenter with the National Weather Service and Charleston said not much has changed with the Savannah area forecast as of 11 a.m. Friday. You can still expect tropical storms formations for the next 24 to 30 hours, he said. Coastal islands, including Tybee Island, can expect the highest winds possibility surpassing 75 miles per hour. Islands areas can expect hurricane forces when gusts, something like that, he said. Water surges could reach 9 feet in areas closest to this coast and inland. Waterways and rainfall could reach 10 inches by Saturday. That one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous aspects, he said in one of the possible water surges. At 11 a.m. Today, the National Hurricane Center reported the storm was moving north-northwest at about 13 miles per hour. This general motion is expected to continue today. A turn toward the north is expected tonight or Saturday. According to the report, storm will continue to move near or over the coast of northeast Florida, which I'm afraid Billy's going to have to do some terrible weather going on in his area. And, of course, Georgia through tonight. And nor or over the coast of South Carolina on Saturday. Chatham County, which I live, remains under the hurricane warning and the flash flood watch. This next complete report with the National Hurricane Center will release at 5 p.m. today. Stay with WSavannahNow.com for more updates. And those are the updates. I'm going to tell you more about it. For right now, I gotta tell you more about the updates, what happened to Hurricane Matthew, and just in the next episode of the show tonight. But in the meantime, we're going to do training news of the day. The show must go on, and yes, this might be the biggest thing about this episode. And Victor, if you're watching this episode of today's show, I may have the chance to do training news of the day using your account. I'm sorry to say this, but I have to do it.
So, Luke, let me say this. Do you have Loopback wanting to capture my audio?
Yes, I have Loopback running on your audio. Yep. And, yeah, let you know about that.
Okay, I was just curious, Luke, because I know you on a different Mac than you are before.
But in a different audio format, I don't use Loopback in this audio format. I use different microphone use, and I don't want to use Loopback anyway. That costs money, so I'm gonna use instead. I use different software that costs me to give me that I use it from the Mac Mini, not the MacBook itself.
Oh, so that means if you don't have Loopback installed, that means nobody will be able to hear me or Billy.
I'm gonna hear you on the computer, on the iPad. It's just I'm gonna hear the audience. I'm not doing Skype nor Discord in the MacBook at all, because I'll get in trouble.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, bud, I think, you know, you should get well, it's too bad you had to leave your Mac Mini behind, but,
I have to take my Mac Mini with us, but I have to do it. But with the TV itself, I'm leaving my TV behind.
Okay, well, you know, Luke, I think this is why you probably need to get a MacBook Air, and hopefully Apple announces the MacBook Air. Maybe you need to get one, and then that way you can use Loopback on that, and that way you can take it wherever you go, and that way you don't have to leave your Mac behind.
Yeah, the reason I take my Mac behind is because I was trying to do today's show, and maybe do other things like that, and do other things. Let me give you an example, okay? On YouTube.com/TheCrazyBunch, okay? Or LukeJ625, that is. And you see, I'm gonna click on my channel right now, okay? And see, my audio is working fine. And so is yours and Billy's at the same time, you know? It's just my stream health is just currently in the works with the yellow spot right now.
Okay, well, I know, you know, Luke, I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but yeah, I mean, I understand you're using someone's computer instead, but I think you should get yourself a MacBook, you know, that way it's portable, and that way you can have Loopback and have everything you have on your Mac Mini on a portable Mac.
Yeah, that's fun.
And hopefully I'll hear more about Apple updating the MacBook Air, because the MacBook Air is the less expensive, but it'll give you everything you need for that price. So I'll keep an eye on that, because that way, because I don't really want you to lose your Mac, you know, and lose Loopback, you know, and all the great software you have, you know, because, you know, that's why I recommended Loopback.
I'm gonna add audio high input, that's fine.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you to get SoundCloud because you're on someone's computer, so I wouldn't do that. But, you know, just do the show as it is, and hopefully they can hear me, because without Loopback, they won't be able to hear me or the guest, you know. That's why I got SoundCloud on my computer, which I'm gonna probably get done using, because I'm thinking about getting Loopback for me.
That's fine. The reason why is that is because you hear the audio pitched in. I'm gonna turn up the volume, that way you can hear it.
Well, the reason I'm gonna get Loopback, well, because I'm having issues, and instead of buying it on the website, I'm gonna buy it with Amazon.
Yeah, you see, yeah, and it seems to be working fine.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna get Loopback.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of having issues with SoundCloud, and I'm done with it.
I'm done with having SoundCloud.
I am, yeah.
And I'm using Loopback since September, and now with the MacBook I'm currently using right now, which my mom recommends me, I don't have enough money anymore. I currently use bankruptcy nowadays. So now, here's the audio example.
Okay.
That's how it worked out, and see, the audio's pitched in. Your audio, Billy's, mine. So we got all fixed.
Now, once you get done streaming this episode in 118, then you probably have to uninstall OBS on that laptop.
Yeah, because I think Victor did the right decision to make for me, because his computer set is working just fine. Yeah, it's just that I'm just gonna do what it is, you know.
Well, we expect to get Billy on, but like I said, my mouse is charging, so Billy, get your buns over here, because Luke's doing this without you, you know.
Yep.
So So I don't know if he's coming or not. Well, but anyway, yeah, just on the side note and everything. And yes, my mom's back from the hospital. She returned home yesterday, so applaud for that. And let's move on. Let's move on with the rest of the show, Luke.
Let's do trade news of the day right now. Hurricane Matthew, hashtag Hurricane Matthew battering Florida's northwest coast as Georgia warns this is not over. Oh, excuse me. In other news, Jeffrey Dahmer, a Disney star, had to play serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's too perfect. In other news, Maurice Bennett on NFL giving Tom Brady a chip on his shoulder. Godell looks like a Pringle guy. Are you kidding me right now, or are you seriously kidding me? In other news, David Letterman calls Donald Trump. Skip the Trump parade, Jesus! In other news, Robin Van Persie, men, United voted best league goal. In other news, William Shatner, NYCC, William Shatner will vote a voice to space in Batman. Return to the Cape Corsairs sequel. In other news, Pink Floyd reunite in support of Gaza activists. In other news, Mayor of Orange County, Florida, Corfield, enacted something like that. Came out with the word in Orange Seminole or something like that. Flagler County, something like that.
Hey, Luke, Billy's trying to call us, so I will call you back and I'll get Billy on.
Well, man.
Continue with the trending news.
Well, man. Okay, in other news, Southwest Airlines, oh, hang on. Hey, guys.
Hey.
We got Billy with us.
That's right. I'm here. Hold on a second.
I'm still here, Billy.
Go ahead, Luke.
In other news, Southwest Airlines, military man thrown off plane after woman overhears him saying something like that. In other news, pro Sinan, John Bonds actor Simon stars in ad for Indian pants. Masculine, something like that. I'm gonna skip politics and move on to science technology. We're gonna talk about Hurricane Matthews. In other news, Colleen Thomas is whatever that word was, absent in New York Black History Smithsonian. In other news. Huh?
You said Smithsonian?
Huh?
Smithsonian.
Yeah, Smithsonian, sorry. I was saying it starts with a C, not the Smithsonian. I know this word.
That's fine.
In other news, Dragonia Mayor shower. 6 weeks of Mayor shower starts tomorrow with the Dragonauts. In other news, Shepard Smith, the Fox News host, issued terrified proclaimings about Hurricane Matthew. You and everyone you know are dead, and your kids die too. In other news, NOAA Hurricane Hunters. Feel what it's like to fly into Hurricane Matthew. In other news, X chromosome, sorry dads, scientists claim children inherit their intelligence from their moms, something like that.
Alright, that's time for sports. So, Luke, it's all me on this one.
That's fine.
Alright, so we have Terry Francona. Terry Francona was a mostly they have possible mistakes. That's why and now we have Jared Cook, who desperately chicken forever in one tweet, and that's really gross. It's insane. Postseason, Boston Red Sox, Cleveland Indians, yes, Game 1 lineups. We already mentioned that in Game 2, and the Indians took that game over the Red Sox yesterday by a score of 5-4. Game 2 is tonight on TBS. Alright, Arizona Cardinals and 49ers. Cardinals won that game 30, I don't know what the score was. Massive Bugger and the Giants are ready to challenge the Cubs in the National League Division Series. That's going to be on Fox Sports 1, FS1 to be exact. Indians win ALDS Game 1 over the Red Sox. The Indians showed progressive beer with 3 homers in the third inning against Rick Porcello, and relievers Andrew Miller and Cody Allen combined for 11 outs to stave off the Red Sox, leading the Cleveland to a 5-4 victory in the thrilling Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Kyrie Irving. Cleveland Cavaliers coach Tyronn Lue announced DeAndre Liggins will start at point guard in the preseason opener. Martellus Bennett. Martellus Bennett on the National Football League giving Tom Brady a chip up on his shoulder. Goodell looks like a Pringle guy. Alright, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice apologized for all lives matter comments, and then Brene Brimwiggle. The Panthers were already young in the secondary, and unfortunately, Brene Brimwiggle was released by the Carolina Panthers. That's all the sports. Alright, now let's go back to Luke for the entertainment. Luke?
Thank you, Billy. We're going to know about Jeffrey Dahmer. We're going to talk about David Letterman and skip the Trump parade.
No, hold on. Let me hold on to that thought, Luke, because we gotta make sure we can know about Fox Sports broadcaster Joe Buck. Joe Buck says a hair plug addiction nearly cost him his broadcasting career. All right, Luke, back to you.
Thank you, Billy, because I already talked about that, right? Okay, moving on. We were talking about William Shatner. We were talking about Pink Floyd, which is heavy metal. In other news, Lizzie Hale, Hailstorm's Lizzie Hale's, I can't vote for anybody that build their empire on hate and equality. In other news, Gazora's, starts with a Z, I don't know what that means. Gazora's shared the new digital story, A Book of Russell. In other news, Trent Reznor on the return of 9 Inch Nails. 2016 is not over yet. In other news, Jeremy Clarkson, the Grand Tower, yeah, something like that, whatever that word is. Trailer looks like everything you want it to be. And last, but yeah, I cannot say last but not least, but I already said that. And that's all the news for today. Let's move on to some games. Hoping that Pat Do Games is up to the thing right now, and hoping that.
And of course, Luke, just so you know and everybody know, Jeremy Clarkson was the former host of Top Gear on the BBC before he got fired.
Really? Are you kidding me right now? Or are you seriously kidding me?
Well, what happened, Luke, is he punched a producer right in the nose.
Not with this whole thing again. Unlike the, you do it again, I'll let you right in the nose joke. This had to happen? Seriously?
There you go, yeah. Oh my god. And like I said, Billy, I want to let you know, Billy, tomorrow we can actually hear the Crunch in the Comments game tomorrow on a radio station.
just so you know.
Yeah, but I got some sad news to tell you guys about.
What?
Florida and LSU were supposed to have their game scheduled for tomorrow at 12 noon, but due to Hurricane Matthew, which is a big monster storm for all the southeastern parts of the U.S. and the Bahamas, the Florida LSU matchup that was scheduled for tomorrow at noon on ESPN has been canceled.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow on ESPN Radio, Crunch and Utica Comets, and we'll be rooting for the Comets.
But it's not 9.9 K-Rock.
Yeah, Q1 5.3.
Well, it's not going to be on K-Rock tomorrow, but it will be next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be on ESPN Radio, 1200 a.m.
Yeah.
All right? And of course, guys, we'll be making our predictions and more in our new show coming your way when I get a new microphone called Comets Zone, featuring Billy Moody, the Comets fan. And we'll be making predictions and everything about the Utica Comets. Let's go Comets and have a great season this year.
Yay!
Hopefully we're going to hear those famous words from Andy Zilch. And Billy, that word is... SCORE! Alright.
And now let's do 2 games today. On PatDoGames.com. Yeah, let's do Take a Pick, because I don't want to hear a copyright strike about Countdown. I don't do screen share anymore as of September because we use OBS now on Fridays with Jace 285 this week as of September, because that'll be a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because as you know, Billy, I should say, Luke is doing this on OBS since Vlog Weekly episode 62.
That's fine with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now we just get to see what happens.
Now, guys, I want to show you something that's very cool. And that's something that you should definitely see.
Hmm.
So, Billy, speaking of Take Your Pick, do you think we should do Take Your Pick live tomorrow via the Samsung phone?
I think we should.
Since I have no microphone? What do you guys think?
I think it's a good idea.
You think I should do Take Your Pick live tomorrow using this Samsung phone to do the live stream?
That should be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, because even though I won't be getting a blue snowball ice this month because of everything situation going on, yeah, I'll probably have to do it on my phone.
Yeah.
And I have to mute my television so that way we don't get any echoing.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I have to do 2 episodes this week. One to the one which you're currently seeing right now, and another tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Which is double-length episodes this week.
Alright, that's good.
As you have seen it you have seen 2 times of the episodes last year, and now we're doing it this year.
Alright.
Now it's time for Take a Pick.
Let's go ahead, yeah. Yeah, we gotta come up with the episode title for tomorrow's show.
And lose. No victim today.
Not good.
Oh boy.
We had Sucky 7. How sucky is it? It's sucky. And there will be a sequel of that.
It will be, yeah. And we gotta win.
I forgot who's our champion.
Yeah, you need to forget. You always forget something.
Any ideas? Any idea on who's the champion?
As soon as I'm finished playing Take a Pick, I will tell you. You know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, if I go to LJPC, we have game show goodbye. I get we good south.
I'm guessing it's Garrison who won.
No.
You mean our new champion?
I don't know. I don't know who's our champion.
You gotta lose.
Oh yes, guys, happy belated 30th birthday to our famous Nickelodeon game show that's hosted by Mark Summers. Mark, get set, go! Double Dare turned 30 yesterday.
Well, happy belated birthday, Double Dare. We should do like this in the next several episodes of the show, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I also heard
Brandon, take free line number 73 was the last one, was the previous one that we did.
Yeah.
You're talking about our champ. Well, Gary was our champion, and they on 72 with $70,000.
Oh my, lose.
I think the episode title is going to be Mega Fortune Strikes Again or something.
I can't remember. I should.
Yeah.
I should come back in your channel so I'm done with take a pic, cause some of your videos are public still. Oh, lose! Dang it!
Hold on, guys, to try and figure out who our champion was.
And never lose!
I do want to say, guys, Double Dare is actually going to be on Nick at Night this month.
Oh boy, what am I doing here? And heard echoing in the background.
It's yes.
Let's see. So Gary is Garrison is our star champion, and Garrison won, I believe, $135,000.
Yes! $165,000.
Alright.
365, right?
165.
65.
Behind number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Brandon, I can tell you, Brandon, that Garrison is our 2-day champion with $135,000.
Alright, well, I know you guys are excited about the epic finals game we're going to have on World Bank.
Which is going to take place on?
Well, I'm hoping next week we can do it via the phone.
Yeah.
Because we need to crown $1 million winner.
No ads this time. That's fine.
And who are finalists?
It is Marsha Brown go 1-on-1 against Eva.
Now remember, Luke. We don't want to have the incident like we did on episode 19.
I think 22. I think.
I don't do anything like this anymore.
I think it's episode 22, but yeah, we can forget about
that.
Then!
We already know about this. Word! Says a word!
Because remember, Luke, whoever wins that, whoever has the most money out of the 2 rounds is going home with $1 million.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one. It's actually 3 rounds instead of 2.
3 rounds. Yeah, that's correct,
because there's
Billy.
no bonus round.
No bonus round. Yeah, I don't think I should do it the same extent I did for 22. And
So guys, we are planning on doing our tournament champion finals on World Bank next week. And between Marshall and Eva, and whoever has the most money after all 3 rounds in the finals is going home with $1 million. Ronnie Rob will go home with $500,000.
Yep.
Oh no.
So in the comments below, guys, on this, and Luke is doing on
this. Fort is a word.
Okay. Yeah, F-O-R-T, yeah, it's a word.
Now, guys, who do you, in the comments below this video, guys, who do you think will win the $1 million in our finals? Marshall or Eva? Comment your predictions below.
Yeah, it's going to be a toughie, yeah, but...
It is going to be toughie, yeah. I don't know about this.
That is our Friday's Logistics 2895 question of the day.
I agree. Tippy, what?
Tits, but
I almost did it.
Yes, you
Titty, what?
No, well, he spells out titty, T-I-T-I. And it's a word. Yeah, T-I-T-I, titty.
Oh my, what am I doing here?
Are you kidding me? The titty, T-I-T-I.
First tit, and now tits, and now titty.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I'm now at $2,850.
Are you seriously kidding me? Oh wow.
Oh wow, it's right.
This is post on YouTube.
The best part of it all ever. We need to take a snapshot of this.
I don't even have it. Oh my lord. Well, let's see. However, after this show, guys, we still got to do our special. We gotta do a special edition of Wednesday's Film Feature 94 because remember we're gonna be talking more about Hurricane Matthew plus getting everyone the recap on my Portland trip. That's coming up right after Friday's OJ6295 on Moody Pierce Productions. And while the special episode of Wednesdays is going on, we were on Facebook while the stream is going on. We were going to take you guys behind the scenes of how Wednesday's Billy Major 294 is produced. I posted this on Instagram. Take your time to get it finally. Alright. So T-I-T-I titty, huh?
Yes!
Yeah. The day is mine. I'll take Warwick-Tane's per 400. Wow.
Wow, it's right!
Well, I posted it on Instagram. That is an incredible way to start. Yeah, I did it. There it is. While we're getting this up, I'm gonna go ahead and get Wednesday's Bill Major 94 start. I'm gonna get today's Wednesday's Bill Major 94 set up, and we'll start right after today's show. On Friday's OJ6295, which is episode 117, I believe.
117, that's correct. Because right after 2 shows, my show and your show, I have to do my 118th show. Because remember, I need to do a double-length episode like I did last year.
So it's a double episode. So guys, we're gonna have back-to-back episode. We're gonna have right now. This is the first tab of our double-length episode of Friday's OJ6295. And coming up after Wednesday's Bill Major 094, it's the second half of our Friday's OJ6295 doubleheader.
Yeah. It's like I did episode 66 and 67, but now on 117 and 118.
But you know what, guys? I've been thinking that starting during my time off, we were going to be doing. I think just like Luke is doing right now with 117 and 118 of his show. I may be doing a Wednesday's Bill Major 094 doubleheader.
That's fine. Because even though I just said double-length episode last year, I just think it's like my parody of double-length movie show from Toon Disney back in the day, you know? I gotta get back in the game!
Yeah, let's go ahead, because we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, and stop.
Yeah, T-I-T-I.
Stop, and E. Oh my, what am I doing here? Stop. Oh no.
What?
Nothing.
Well, I can tell you guys that when we do Wednesday's Billy Major 94 this afternoon, we have a brand new logo to feature. Yeah, that'd be on episode 50. Lisa.
Oh my.
Oh. Well, Brandon, I think this may debut on our 45th show, but you never know.
I got it.
But this is what the new logo looks like, guys.
Yeah. Word!
We wasn't a debuted in our 50th show. Yeah, that's a word, Luke. Foul. Foul ball. Foul ball. Or personal foul, face mask, defense number 15, 15-yard penalty on my first down. Imagine I was a football referee doing all that stuff. Yeah. And yes, guys, this episode is for entertainment purposes only.
Nope. What?
And guys, and for those of you who are just
Nope.
for those of you who are for those of you who are about to get on the computer right now and just joining us.
Not word. Next.
Yep. Well, for those who are just joining us right now on Prize 064995, welcome. This is the first tab of our 2-episode doubleheader. Right now we're doing episode 117 right now, which right now we're still focusing on the dangerous things that's going on right now with Hurricane Matthew, and that's really a monster storm.
Okay, not word. That's fine. 2 more games and we're done.
Alright, because we still got... Not a word. Yep. Yeah, gotta need more.
Dubba 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 dub.
Dubba need. Indeed.
Yeah.
And besides, who would do anything crazy thing like that? Like whom?
Agreed.
Well, Billy, like I said, Luke's doing this on a MacBook. So it's OBS, right? Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Alright. So it's OBS Studio, right? Yeah, Kane. Yeah, that's a word. Yep. Yeah, it's for Windows and Mac. So it's OBS Studio, correct? Yeah. Alright, now, if I want to do this, I have to, now I need an F or a W. What? Then I need an E or an A. No. Div H? No. Alright, now after today's show, after this first tab is over, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the OBS Studio thing done, and we will do Wednesdays going to meet July 4 on starting next week. We'll be doing it on OBS. Yeah. Well, you do gotta install one other thing in order to capture the audio from your desktop.
Agreed.
It's a voice meter. Voice meter? Yeah, and I already checked the thing on Norton's website, and it is safe. There's no viruses. Okay. Because without that software, they won't be able to hear me or Luke, but they'll be able to hear you instead. So they won't hear anything. Right.
That's correct.
So, yeah, because on Luke's Mac Mini, he has Loopback.
Yeah.
And that's how it's picking up my audio and your audio and everybody's audio. And without that software, it's pretty much useless.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I don't use sunflower anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to use sunflower loop because I'm thinking about getting loop back myself.
I agree.
$100. So it's the zip package that I have to download, or the exe file. I think you can do it in the zip. So, and I'm going to say screw it. I'm going to get loop back, and I'm going to use that for broadcasts. And it's $100, so you can't beat that. And you know what, Luke? That's the best purchase you've made this year.
Yippee!
And don't get the J, because June's not a word.
I got Yoon!
No! You think you can get the J? That's what happened the last time on the quarterfinals game on WordBank.
Yeah, told you.
I don't know if it was either Billy and it was either the Billy game or the Pony.
I am so sorry, everyone. I don't know what's going on. Mom wants me to turn down my volume.
Here you go, Dad.
Thank you.
Tell Brandon I said hey.
I just want to difficult my ends, but I just want to do this anyway.
You there?
Can somebody shut the door while you're at this subject?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Tournament of Champions. Yeah, I know, right? I can't hear Brand nor Billy again anymore because of you guys. You know. Oh, there we go. I got it now. Never mind. Almost there, because I don't want to get whammy out. No. Oh, come on.
Otherwise, the day is mine. I'll take passive games for everything this player has.
Oh, man. Oh, T, seriously? What am I doing?
The number you have dialed is...
What's wrong with dial pad?
The number you have dialed is not...
You whammied out. And you whammied out on that laptop. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, God.
I'm going to call this episode The Day That Luke Gets Whammied Out on a MacBook.
Oh, man, what am I doing? I can't, yeah, nobody hears Brian nor Billy in the voice, you know.
Hi, this is Alex. I can't get to the phone right now. Leave a message. I'll get back with you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hear you guys, but hoping I get this out of the way, you know. What am I doing?
Well, speaking of the show's 30th anniversary, I might be doing something on Game On Live. Because you know what? Game On Live wants to celebrate Double Dale's 30th anniversary. Yeah, that's the road.
Okay, that's fine.
So stay tuned, guys, when I'm going to be doing a Double Dale 30th stream on Twitch. Because we're going to be playing Double Dale for the NES.
Oh no. Okay, boof. Okay, whatever. Okay, now word. Next. Stop the D. I don't know what I'm doing. Over here. Stop an A. Stop a T. Stop T. What?
Hang on. Are y'all there yet?
Oh my, what am I doing?
Okay, so it's not raining?
Daddy,
Is
what?
it raining hard?
I can't hear any people like the phone calls.
Alright, well, y'all give me a call later. I just wanted to check on you. I couldn't get Dad, and I figured he may not have service there. Alright, well, y'all have fun. The dog's doing okay?
That's fine.
Alright, good deal.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Just tell Eli. Just Snoopy.
It's a word, yeah.
Do what?
Oh, it's a word. Wow.
I know, but you know Snoopy. He is so
I'm still
gay.
here, yes.
Alright, y'all call me later. Alright, love ya.
90 for North.
North is not a word. Dang it.
North? So what? North?
Okay. I'll just let Mama slide and we'll do HBM fallback because I can't take as much longer.
Yeah.
Just don't do it so
The
you gotta turn it
Pat's
down.
hidden gems, or the Jams games gonna be on the next episode.
That's good.
Thank you, Mother. I want to hear Brian and Billy. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I have a technical delay in my end because I think Mom's like, Luke, we can't hear. We need you to turn it down, all that stuff. But yeah.
I understand, Luke.
Might be a difficulty on after we play Warbang, but yeah.
We'll continue on.
Anyway, we're gonna do our last. We were trying to do LGBM fallback for today, but today we're gonna do Pat Sajak trivia gems.
Alright, well, I couldn't get you, so. That's alright.
Hope we can hear the game, you know.
Wow. Looks like season 20
No, it's already started, but it's raining really
next
hard
month
here.
begins this Monday.
Really? Didn't realize that.
Okay.
Let's get this game up right now.
Okay.
Use it every time.
Y'all call me later. Alright, love you.
Yes, guys, Monday, October 10th, which is this Monday, begins the 20th anniversary season of Arthur on PBS. And also today, guys, on Netflix, season 3 of my favorite show is available now on Netflix.
The categories for today's game are
To grab bag, movies, geography, food, sports, and everything goes.
I'm so happy to see season 3 of it.
Yeah, I'm so happy the same thing. I'm gonna go with TV grab bag.
Guys, the character of the week for today on Cartoon Explosion on Google Plus is the characters from the Netflix show from DreamWorks Animation, Dino Trucks. Wow. That includes Webit and all the characters from the show. And that's the character of the week.
Yeah, that's fine.
now. Let's see how you did.
Dang it, it's false.
Friday was Sophia the first as the character of the week. And now the character this year's character of the week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ready for a little brain spinning fun?
And you know, Luke, I do want to say I did upload a new teaser video for the new Cartoon Explosion web show that's coming.
Too bad. Better luck on your next guess.
Oh man, what am I doing? It's an S word. Am I gonna say?
Here are the questions.
It's not. Oh, come on now, okay. Brandon, Billy, there?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Christian DiStefano is the new voice of Arthur's sister DW, replacing Andrew Dayton.
Oh
Because
my.
DiStefano previously voiced James in season 18.
Okay, here's how you did.
And just so you know, to everybody, Netflix, if you guys have Netflix, you now have to pay $10 a month.
I'm glad this isn't my money.
Oh my.
Because you know what, Billy, I got a bill from Netflix, and now it's $10 a month now instead of the $7.99.
Yeah.
And I gotta pay $2 extra. But you know what? It's worth it because I'm going to be seeing the show on Netflix this October by the end of the month.
Yep, and Oasis Animation guys will be handling production. We'll be we're producing all the episodes for the 20th season of Arthur.
So as far as the show on Netflix, I think it's coming October 28th.
Yeah.
And wait. It's going to have all your favorite characters, and yes, Bible's going to be in there as well.
Yep, together with season 21, there will be 14 new 3-minute episodes. But there will also be 2 one-hour specials that are not considered part of either season.
And here's the Comets news. The Canucks sent 4 to the
Cross
Comets.
your fingers, here come the answers.
Yeah, that's fine.
They are Mike Selesky, Jason Beckman, Michael Chapot, and Andre Padon.
That's fine. You mean my movies. Mrs. Smith premiere when she was in her furries. Oh boy, what am I doing here?
And today marks the 20th anniversary of one of the best Nickelodeon cartoons of the planet, and that's Kablam.
Yeah, which is exciting stuff right there.
Well, I didn't see much.
Here are the answers.
October 10th, as you said, begins the 20th season of Arthur on PBS.
Which is pretty exciting stuff right there. Everybody knows that, yeah.
Here's a gem of a question.
Coca-Cola was invented. Oh, I know what it is. 1896.
Well done. That gem
I should wager all of it, you know.
Things do happen.
Here are the questions.
Oh, I know this one. Oh yeah, true.
And also exciting news for the 2 you guys. All the theme parks in Orlando, including Disney World, will be reopening at tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Hey, you're not cheating, are you?
No, I'm not, Pat! What are you talking about? I'm cheating.
Here they come.
Okay, which the most, okay.
And ESPN has announced their celebrity pickers for College Game Day and College Station, guys. And the celebrity pickers are...
Alright, let's take a look.
If I can get the ad out of there.
Dang it.
You won your wagers.
Yes.
Great job. You climbed to the top step.
Looks like we're going to have that free ice cream joke.
Yeah.
And your IQ ranking for this game is smart. Welcome to the Power Gem bonus round.
Yay.
Hold on.
It's about 6. Nope, I don't want to do this today. Oh, I know this one.
That's it.
They are, guys, the Chainsmokers, who are an American DJ duo.
That's 2 in a row.
The chain smokers. I'm sure we'll be fine with all this mayhem.
That's a good. That's a good.
Pulling it right. Oh,
So-
if he gets this, he gets all 5. No!
Great job. You're today's champion.
Almost. It's all 5.
Thanks for playing our online game.
Luke almost got all 5 questions right in the trivia jams, but he only got 4 out of 5 right.
Lots more features, more gameplay
Which
choices,
one did he miss?
championship games.
I
full
don't know.
display, exciting options, and free ice cream. Please click the download free trial button and give it a spin. Although I was only kidding about the ice cream.
Very funny.
Please, funny pants. Yep, the free ice cream. Free funny. Pat Sajak, Smarty Patty Pants.
Very funny, Pat. And let's move on to LJP CBM fallback. Oh, we're not doing this today. YouTube.com/ oh yeah, let's do it now. And let's do. Oh yeah, let's do it now, and let's watch one of my YouTube videos for the past. And we'll.
Billy, do you want the photo to your new show, your new logo to the show, Billy? My new logo to Wednesday's Billy Meets 294. Yeah, please. But I still want the K104.7 thing in the one for 2015. Yeah, I'll do that. Once my mouse gets done charging my batteries.
Well, yeah, that's fine. For you guys, I guess.
Won't be able to do that.
And good news, everyone. Luke J's 285 YouTube channel is going to hit its 750th video as of today.
Wow.
So it's going to be 750th video after 2 Friday's Luke J's 285 episodes. So we're going to have 750th show video, and we're going to have video every day October, day 7 to after the 3 videos. 2 on my channel, 1 on Billy's channel. Stay tuned for more details. But for now, we have a video. We got a LGBM fallback to do. It's my very first unboxing video for January 26, 2011. Enjoy.
Speaking, and while I'm recording clip for the Big Red Dog, I have to open this package. Since it's a special day, we have Disney's Movie Club and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Let's open it right now, shall we?
And Billy, I gave you the link for the software. Alright.
And yes, I had blurry webcam at the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Luke. Yeah, it's Windows 10 compatible.
Yeah.
It's like the video's not working, but
Big Comfy Couch VHS. Oh,
on YouTube.
Oh, hang on, everyone. Let me get this fixed. Let me get the audio pitched in, and we'll get it all fixed up. Hang on. Audio. No, it's not working. Never mind. We gotta add more audio to the mix. No, hold on. Let me delete this. Hey, what's going on? I thought it was working.
Well, I mean, you gotta press play on YouTube.
I already did press play.
Okay.
It's just the audio's working.
Oh.
That's it. I knew it.
You gotta understand that, you know?
Yeah.
And And yes, this video is working, so
I'll show you this part. Privacy, please. Big company couch VHS. I probably have this on my double too. It's fine.
I did that.
yeah, you may have to do this one. Well, we'll do another one of these LJ PCPM fallbacks next episode of the show, which is this video right here. You know, just give up ideas and pitched in. You know.
Yeah.
And then just wanted to be having random ideas and put in the whole thing, you know. I know you not see me in the video, just some random posts about just some entering things in the door. You know, nobody have to see me on camera during the time, you know.
Here's the 8
I got you.
And that happened way back when I was recording this YouTube video at the time. And when I turn this volume up, it's never gonna happen when I record the live stream. No, it's not gonna happen. So you gotta understand that, you know.
Well, I understand, Luke, especially in the situation you in right now. I do get that.
Yeah, because of the hurricane weather. Yeah. And that wraps up today's episode of Flyers Through J's Tornado 5. Stay tuned for the next one coming up next on after Billy's Wednesday 2094's video on his channel. So be on the lookout for that, which is going to be I think will be something very special for on not only Double Dare's 30th anniversary, but it's also be the another one of the Halloween specials that I'm planning on doing in the works. But until next time, this is Lou Jarvis, aka J695, saying goodbye. Peace out, baby. We'll have more YouTube videos for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff are saying out. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Okay. You can say hey to Mr. Joe.
That's fine. Hi.
Here, you can film them.
Sorry, I didn't know. Didn't realize that. That was close. We stopped walking like that and we're in the hospital, you know.
Are any of y'all going to casino night? Will you play this? I'm gonna go.
Oh no, I was waving. I wasn't.
Oh my God, taking it in the urinal?
Yes.
The Durban?
The toothpaste is at the
Sit right there.
bottom. I preach. Alright, this is my son Luke.
Lucas.
Miss Vicky,
Hey.
you know, big.
What's up, buddy?
Doing good, yourself?
Doing
And
good.
you Matt Aaron.
Yeah.
And this is Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Man.
Alright, come on, baby.
Mama.
Mama, we're gonna go find Matt. Nice.
Yeah. Try to just pull it over.
Huh?
Try to just pull it over.
Okay. Is there anything in past you left to sleep on? No. No, they're sleeping in there. Is everybody in the recliners?
No, there's recliners.
Can I push one downstairs? Sure. Thanks,
Hold
Karen.
on.
I'll bring it up.
Karen, I think Amy's got an extra air mattress.
That would be perfect.
Let me check. I think
That would
she's
be
got
perfect. Cause I have a cot, but I don't want Luke to sleep on the floor. Y'all are going to casino night?
No.
I'm not.
We're going
Can you brush my teeth and go to sleep? Spin it down. For you. No.
Yeah, is that sleeping bear?
Never mind. Tara. She has a blow-up mattress, so it's going to blow that up. Oh, this looks cozy.
I'm just going to pull this out here anyway.
Okay.
You want that or that? Which one?
No, I want the blow-up mattress, but we're just moving it out of the way so the dog.
Terry, is there a light right here? Or is it always up?
Nothing goes out.
It's just a hold up on us. You want me to blow it up here and I'll carry it down there?
That should go out. Should have been out.
Where's my child bag?
I was over here.
Okay.
I was.
Oh, and who has their caddy?
And the nightlight.
Hey, listen, my son brought SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? 21 years old. Got to bring him.
What are you wearing?
Before I do, say previously on Luke J625, I really need to excuse for a moment. Okay, there we go. Now I'm ready. Previously on Fridays with Luke J62895.
Jerry Rice apologizes for all lives matter comments, and then Nave.
Hold on. Did my dad okay.
And Brene Brimwinkle. The Panthers were already young in the secondary, and unfortunately, Brene Brimwinkle was released by the Carolina Panthers. That's all the sports.
I'm now at $2,850.
Are you seriously kidding me? Oh wow.
Oh wow, I was right.
Post on YouTube.
The best part of it all ever. We need to take a snapshot of this.
I don't even have it. Oh my lord. Well, let's see. However, after this show, guys, we still got to do our special.
And now, Friday's Blue Jays 695. Hello, people. This is Blue Jays, aka Blue Jays 695 speaking. Welcome to another episode of Friday's Blue Jays 695. And today I am speaking to you in the night, where I'm sitting at in the rain as we speak, and this might be the nighttime episode of the show as we speak. And currently speaking to you right now is about to rain, and what you're about to see right now it is currently raining outside. So, and yes, you are seeing it right now, and from the Hurricane Matthew. But yeah, let you know about that. And I'm still at the work thing, just to pray for me when I get back home from FM Health System, you know. But I'm gonna do just one game only, and that's it. And we're gonna do this one and then we'll do just for the heck of it, you know. Anyway, let's do take a pick, and just for the fun of it. And then we'll do LGPM fallback, and I'll be wrapping up today's show. No better. It was a victim! Dang it! Anyway, we're gonna do very quick LJP CBM throwback for today. October 7th, 2016. Once again on LJP CBM throwback. And of course, we're gonna do something real quick, and we'll wrap up today's show with a huge bang. And because of that, I think we'll do the short episode like it is. I'm sorry to say this, I have to go to bed right after these 2 YouTube videos and all that stuff because it's getting late, and because of that, I'm not doing. It's gonna be the best episode ever, you know. And we're gonna do this real quick. Yeah, this might be the quickest episode ever. Like I said. Anyway, let's do videos in the let's do LGBM fallback right now. This is Luke Jerry speaking. Well, for all of you big comfy couch fans out there, this week I got one VHS of Big Comfy Couch. And you know what that is? I'll show you. It's already open right now. And I got... Please pull your pants up! The Big Comfy Couch. I feel good. It started last Monday. I got this under there. As you can see, here's the spine. It has Luna and Molly and that, and the back, and the back. It's just the same thing. I feel good. Take inventory of thing on with belly button song. I did upload that on my Crazy Bunch 7's account, and I want to post it again on my Lou J62890, which I know I'm gonna do. Sorry, Lou J62895 in 2011, but I couldn't. Anyway, what I did earlier was buying safety, but unfortunately, there is no tape. And there's no buying safety tape. And that is Home Sweet Homes. Anyway, that about wraps up today's episode of Friday's Blue Jays 625. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to be, I guess will be a normal episode of Friday's Blue Jays 625, what we normally did. One episode per day thing. Yeah, I think what it is. I think Charles Orgard's final episode show for CBS News to Sunday morning. But until next time, this is Lou Jarvis, aka J625, saying goodbye, peace out, baby. We'll have more YouTube videos for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff was saying out. See ya. Hello guys, this is Jerry aka J625 speaking. Welcome to the video every day in October, day number 7, that is. And today we are focusing on what happened today. Today I have packed up the house, and recently I've gone from my house to FEM Health System. So, just to let you all know that today is Hurricane Matthew in this house day, you know, and the rain is about to stop in the Georgia zone. I don't know when exactly, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, let you know about that. And some terrible weather is outside, just let you know about that. And the focus is terrible weather outside in this house. Let you know about that. I am focused on sleeping here, and I do not want to die at all. So that is my main focus for today. October 7th, 2016. And yes, I've done 3 YouTube videos for today, just so you all know. And for those of you who don't know, I've done any YouTube videos like this, but yeah, let you know about that. And I've talked to some people while I'm here, so just getting crazy around, but yeah, let you know about that and the whole entire thing, but yeah. And that's going to conclude it for today's episode of Video Every Day October, number 7. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be, I don't know what exactly is going to be happening next, but we'll see what happens. But until next time, this is Lou Jarvis, aka J625, saying goodbye, peace out, baby. We'll have more YouTube videos for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff was saying out. See ya. Hello guys, this is Sujara speaking. I glad you enjoyed the Trip to Crossroads Special Part 4, and I have to say I have a great time at FEM Health System after these 3 years and not being part of the job, you know. And it's a long time since I've been at FEM Health System, and now it was maybe may been years to come to be part of this FEM health system, you know. And yes, I'm coming to do other travel events before I do a trip to Crossroads Special Part 5, which is coming, you know. And hoping to look forward to having you guys in our next part, you know. As soon as I get home in time to get the house fixed or whatever it was. But yeah, let you know about that. And hope I will see you again and tomorrow for final filming of the trip to Crossroads Special Part 4. And we'll have to see you there. So, but before I go, say goodbye and everything, I have to tell you my story, okay? Number one, I was in a job, okay? Get ready to say, hey, and tell everyone how everyone doing. Then I was doing 4 YouTube videos. Friday's Blue Jays 65, which is 2 episodes in a row. And another one had to be my milestone, bigger milestone on my YouTube channel. And another one had to be my YouTube video called Video Every Day, October Day 7, you know. And of course, I have to get ready for other things and do other things in the works, but, you know, just bring it out and hang out right there, you know. And hoping you're all gonna have time for this Hurricane Matthew no more, and hoping I can have time for seeing you guys in Savannah when I come back home tomorrow, you know. Because I came here just to say hey and all that good stuff, and because of that, I really want to enjoy time seeing you guys in the next few weeks, doing it or so, doing this next part of the Trip to Crossroads Special in the time, and hoping this will be it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get some medicine and get ready for bed. I will see you tomorrow for the final filming of FEM Health System filming, and we'll wrap up the film right here. So I'll see you guys in see you guys there. See ya. Hold on, my mic is on. I'll see you guys in the next part of FEM Health System filming. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys there. See ya. And I really need some water while you're at it.
Alright, well you know where it is, baby.
Hold on.
Get your ball.
It's cold. I'll probably save the rest for the ride. Yes, we could give you the story, but I just think that the whole hurricane passes through my home, you know. I hope my home will not get ruined at all, you know. Getting some heavy rain and all that good stuff, you know.
Well, we're going to make sure it's safe before we take off, okay?
At this point, I just telling the audience this, you know.
Oh.
And hoping that everything's okay, and hoping you all be there when we get home, and hope I will get there on the way home, and hoping I'll be safe and my mom will be safe as well. But in the meantime, we're going to continue filming as we normally do, and hoping I will have to get back on the track to record stuff in the time when I get back in hurricane season and I have to get packing and leave out of here. So I just got up this morning with a huge bang. So. More. Hope I can get ready for the ride home, you know.
With all the technology that we have at our disposal, we still occasionally have here, and you can text us with your questions, with your comments, send us pictures of your place. We'd like to see them so we can share those as well. 866-469-1069 is how you can send us a text message. We just got one here. Said, have you heard if we can get from Post Road in Waynesville to the Golden Isles RV Park on Highway 303? They called, but haven't got any answer yet. There's police and fire and an EMS available. So the power lines have been cleared from the roads. They're not going to reopen those roads for you to get out there and and just start driving around. And they're going to limit access to those places only to folks who really need to be there. So if you don't have need to be in those locations, they're not going to let you in. And just because you want to go home and see how badly it's damaged, that's probably at the moment not a good enough reason, even though it sure feels like it is. Just a couple minutes now before 10 o'clock, Alpha Storm Central is on the air. WHHW Hilton Head Island, W228CI Hilton Head Island, WGCO 98.3 Midway, WXYY Rincon, WFXH Hilton Head Island, WUBB Bluffton, and WRWN Port Royal, South Carolina. Those are the stations that are broadcasting our signal to you. Some of them may be coming in better in some locations. 98.3 is a great signal to listen to if you're down south of Savannah. If you're midway, you're in Liberty County, Long County, McIntosh County, Glynn County. We reach all over the place down there with that big 98.3 signal. If you're in 106.9 is a great signal to listen to. We've got coverage there. And of course on our stream at 935theisland.com. That stream is currently still up, so you can take that with you. More details here on the press conference coming up in just a few. Stick with us here as Alpha Storm Central continues.
At Vaden of Buford, we're so confident in our deals we'll beat any dealer's price by $500. And right now, most cars in the lot are 20% off. No interest for 6 years is back. Wow, Buick Encore's 19 grand, up to 11 grand off on Silverado and Sierra trucks. Take 10 grand off on SUVs like Yukon, Yukon Denali, Tahoe, and Suburbans. And don't forget, no interest for 6 years on most models in stock. And if you have credit issues or owe too much on your trade, Vaden of Buford will give you up to 130% of Blue Book for your trade. We can help put you in a new car or truck today. So find new roads and come get the deal of a lifetime. 0% financing on new Chevrolets, Buicks, or GMCs at Vaden of Buford. Saving you money. It's the Vaden way. So get to Vaden of Buford today. Plus tax, tag, and title with approved credit. Dealer retains all rebates.
Be prepared for dangerous storms. Palmetto Electric Cooperative shares the following tips to help you and your family weather the storm. Before, during, and after. Before a storm, locate and check your fire extinguisher, first aid kit, and emergency supply kit. Keep insurance and other vital documents in a safe place. Make sure your appliances and electronics are plugged into surge protectors. During a storm, stay indoors and away from windows. Avoid using the telephone and water sources in the home as electric shock is possible. Stay clear of floodwaters. If you come upon a flooded road, find a safer route. After the storm passes, stay clear of fallen utility lines and avoid debris that could be hiding lines that have fallen. Call your local Palmetto Electric office or download our free Power Touch mobile app to report outages. These are just a few tips to help you weather the storm. For more safety tips, visit palmetto.coop and click the Helping You Weather the Storm link. We are Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy partner.
All right, let's join that press conference from SEMA Live right now.
Already, and so those things are going to continue. All eastbound lanes are now open and back to normal. We have had 355,000 people have now evacuated, which is up from this morning of 310,000. So that was good news from that standpoint. We are monitoring our high-level bridges, and we'll make sure that when they hit that point where we think they're unsafe, we will make sure that everyone is notified on those. All the transit providers have stopped any sort of activity, so there are no more transit providers that can get you to the shelters in those areas. We are positioning plans for post-storm, so while we are bracing ourselves for what's going to happen, law enforcement, National Guard, utilities, everybody is already starting their plans on what to do the second that we can get back in, and so that's being done pretty aggressively. We are now up to 2,500 guardsmen that we have activated, which is up from 2,000 this morning. All aircraft is grounded. We can no longer get in the air to help or assist with anything, so all of that is grounded. And as the storm progresses, what you're going to see is law enforcement's going to have to take shelter and do so accordingly. So in the areas that they're in, we're actually making sure that they have shelter and that they are safe until it is safe to come back out and start doing the search and rescue. We are continuing to watch the Edisto, the Black, and the Waccamaw rivers, which are starting to look concerning at this point, so we'll continue to keep you updated when we think those are reaching dangerous levels. As of now, we have 69 shelters open. plenty of availability in any of those shelters. We currently have 4,249 residents in those shelters, and that's up from 2,822 this morning. So quite a big increase into our shelters. There's plenty accessibility into most of those shelters. The highest populated that we're seeing are North Charleston High School and Ridgeland High School are the ones that we're seeing the most activity in. We still have our 2 pet-friendly shelters now that are open, one in Spartanburg and one in Somerville, and there is lots and lots of room. So no matter how many pets you have, there's room, and it's not wall-to-wall booked. So we do want you to know that if that's the reason you're holding back, we do want you to take advantage of that. We have 7 special needs facilities that are open. We have 3 more on standby and 36 residents at this point in those facilities. We have evacuated or in the process of evacuating 174 medical facilities now at this point. And for the Fripp Island residents, they have now turned the water off. So they are now under water advisories. We will continue to let you know as those water advisories happen.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
In some of those barrier islands or low-lying areas, we ask that you go to a neighbor that has a higher, that has more floors so that you can get to higher ground, as we think that's going to really be a problem.
All right, more of that coming up here, and we'll get more of the press conference from SEMA live on the air for you in just a couple minutes as well. 866-469-1069 if you'd like to join us on the air this morning. Any news about Jekyll Island? That was the question. Folks had to evacuate from their boat in the Jekyll Harbor Marina. That was a problem. Jekyll got pounded pretty well, and we don't have any information. We haven't talked to anybody from Jekyll Island yet, but we will keep an eye on that. Watch our text this morning as we continue to bring you information. Our phone lines are down, but our text line is open at 866-469-1069. What's the website number or phone number for Liberty County to return? We have the Chatham SEMA number for you, and they're handling most of that at 855-880-2362. They'll be able to answer questions for you, but the general answer is now they are not letting folks back in. Want to make sure that you know that the only folks that are going to be able to get in here are those essential personnel right now, and as they continue to work out the details on how safe it is for you to get back, they'll let people back into the counties, and we'll have that information for you as we get a lot of pictures coming in here too this morning on the text messages. Let's see here, this looks like a tree down in a house, and don't have a message with this. Many trees down in Hinesville and Midway, lots of trees down on houses there. Thank you for that text message and those pictures. So we can see this. This is Thunderbolt on Downing Avenue, and just water continues to fill the streets there. Looks like a couple of feet of standing water. We continue to get the text messages here at 866-469-1069. Thank you for sending those pictures in to us here. A lot of standing water. This looks like a trailer park there in Thunderbolt, and boy, that is significantly flooded. Hopefully we got out of there safe. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. Yes,
we had a question. The Carolina Bulldogs game. Was it rescheduled? I think I heard that it was rescheduled for tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at 2:30.
Okay.
Yep. I didn't see where they're going to play, but I did think
No, I don't remember. Was it Athens or Columbia? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It'll be at 2:30 tomorrow.
It's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. More power lines down. This is McIntosh. McIntosh County has 2 ambulances on duty right now. They want people to stay home. Power lines are hiding under debris. That is a great tip. Don't go out there and start to clear debris. you'll come across a power line, and anytime you see a line down, just think of it as live. That's treat all those lines as live lines. This is a text from Darian for everybody working to restore order to the space and roadways. We've been, it says here, 106.9 and 98.3 has been our only connection for most of the night, and now, thank you, Mary Miller. We appreciate you dropping us that text message there. I-95 ramps are closed in McIntosh County. They went out to find ice, were stopped and told to go home.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Yeah, you should be driving around right now. David Bennett, the mayor of Hilton Head Island, has been posting, he says that the water came to almost flooding the causeway between Jenkins Island and Hilton Head. And the bridges, they're worried about damage there, so much so that we've been told do not allow those big heavy fire trucks back over the bridges until they can be inspected. And until then, nobody's getting on the island, so they've got roadblocks set up there at the entrance to Hilton Head from Bluffton.
Text message, any word on Highway 278 from 95 into Bluffton being flooded? Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't seen it flooded, but there's some trees down. For instance, at Moss Creek, some serious tree damage there. There's a big tree completely blocking 278 on the westbound lane. But you're more concerned with the eastbound. They're not going to let you on the island, but I haven't heard of any flooding on 278.
Liberty County has a re-entry number, but if you're essential personnel, if you need to get back, if you need to get back for medical reasons, you've got
here.
that didn't
Subject off for me.
912-368-2201 is the number for Liberty County, and that is their re-entry number. Again, we advise, and all of the emergency management agencies are advising that you just stay home. There's still a lot of cleanup to be done, and even if it doesn't look bad in your neighborhood, if you took a step out this morning and said, it looks okay, it has some debris blown around, some trees down, it is bad. I don't mean to say that lightly, but there is widespread damage, and it is bad. So please stay in. Don't go out driving around and adding to the problem. I-95 to South Carolina was the question. We had reports of trees and accidents.
Yeah, from Hardyville south to the Georgia-Florida line.
Yeah, that 95 was impassable in several places. Highway patrols are not going to let you, pass there. So please stay where you are. Don't get out there and add to that problem. Especially if you don't know exactly where you're going. If you're just figure we go out and take a look around, see how bad things were. That's just the problem. Stay in. They will open local roads to you sooner. Those will get cleaned up. You'll be able to get out to local stores and pick up some essential supplies. We expect power to be out in some places for days. This was a huge storm, and the crews are going to be spread very thin. Over 1 million people in Florida yesterday afternoon at our last count, when we were still looking at the Florida numbers before things got to Georgia and South Carolina. Over 1 million people without power there. That number's gone up. Still, thousands of people without power across coastal.
People, saying, okay, well, I evacuated a couple of times and nothing happened, and so I'm going to stay this time. That's the word, complacency. They were worried about that in Florida since they hadn't been hit in 11 years with a major storm. And they said, there are people that have moved in there since, and maybe they moved in from, Butte, Montana or something, and they've never experienced a tornado or a hurricane before. So complacency. But most people heeded the call. Those of you who stayed, I'm glad you're okay. We've had no reports. Dr. Bill Wessinger, our county coroner, just called and said, thank God, nobody, that there were no injuries, serious injuries. We had talked with the CEO of Memorial Medical University, Maggie Gill, last night, and our Trauma One Center up and running at Memorial. Emergency room, which is the beautiful new emergency room that just got renovated and expanded. And they were not very busy, and thank God for that. Just amazing. So thank you for all the information that you have been sending in this morning. We understand Coffee Bluff. One lady called in and said there's a tree or trees across the road. They can't get in or out of Coffee Bluff right now, but DOT is here. They're cleaning up as fast as possible, and no telling when you're going to get your electricity back. But a gentleman just called, Dylan Anderson from Palmetto Electric, and said, we have everybody out, and then some. And we're doing, these people are so proud of what they do. They know how important electricity is and how important it is to you and their customers. And they're so dedicated. But please be patient with them. That's the clarion cry from our little voice in the wilderness here at WTKS AM and WTKS, our FM signal as well, 97.7, WAEV Savannah, WQBT Savannah, YKZ Beaufort, WSOK Savannah, and WLVH in Hardyville. That's 101.1. 947-1290 at 15 minutes past 10. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey. You better believe it. Yeah, hunkered down here. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about evacuation and that word complacency.
Yeah.
I don't think it's complacency. I think it's trust. Our politicians and our government officials are not trustworthy people. They lie to us on a regular basis. And when it comes to even a storm, I don't know who to trust. They lie without discretion, and they don't apologize for it. They're untrustworthy people, and so when storm time comes and they start saying, run, everybody's going to die, run. I don't know that I trust that.
Well, I think we're as guilty sometimes in the media as possible, but we err on the side of caution, Ramon, more than anything else. Again, I don't know what to believe anymore. I got you. I understand.
I don't believe it, so I'm left to myself to make those determinations and to look at the radars and
everybody should.
I'm accountable.
Yeah, amen. Thank you, pal.
Don't trust them.
All right, got you, pal.
See you, bud.
All right,
bye-bye.
Thanks. 15, make it 16 past 10. Good morning. Who's this?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is David Wegman up here in Guyton, Georgia.
Oh, hey, David. David and I are old high school buddies. How are things up there in beautiful downtown Guyton?
Well, we've got, I think, one tree and a house up here where we live off the courthouse. But it's bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, we had electricity up to about 11:30, so
that's pretty good. We had some people calling.
We haven't lost anything. Got a couple sections of my fence down, but other than that, we're blessed, brother.
All right, sir. Thank you, pal.
Okay, man.
All right. Good buddy, David Wegman. And I also got another good buddy, Randy Alexander, the police chief in Pembroke, said that most of the roads are open in Pembroke, some closed because of trees and power lines down, numerous trees down over power lines. So please, you see a tree, let the professionals handle it. If you grab that tree and it's standing on top and it's hiding a power line that's beneath it, that could be the last thing you ever do. So please, let the professionals do this. And thank you, Randy, Chief Alexander, for everything that you do as well. 17 minutes past 10. And good morning. Who's this? All right. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Linda, and I live in Guyton.
Hey, Linda.
We live like 3 miles past the center point in Guyton, and we don't have any lights, and we don't have any water, and our home phone, which we're one of the million now that has that.
Yeah.
Our home phone is out, but praise God, we're good. I just wanted to give a shout out to the policeman in Springfield. Our alarm went off last night, and since we didn't have a home phone, we couldn't get it right, and within 10 minutes they were here to check on us in that bad storm. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Okay, appreciate it, Linda. Thank you so much. And
take care.
You too. And one of our loyal sponsors here is Safe Touch. And if you don't have a Safe Touch system, for goodness sakes, I hope you have a home security system. It's almost a necessity anymore, just like a phone. If you don't have please talk to the folks at Safe Touch, because they have a hurricane team. People are going to be here now assessing damages, and if your home has been damaged, if the system itself has been damaged, they'll be able to help you out. Safe Touch is absolutely marvelous. So we're in a shameless self-promotion here. 47-1290. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Jamie Cradle.
Hey, how are you, Jamie?
I'm very good.
How are things going?
Pretty good. We're Columbia Square, and we feel very lucky.
Okay. How are things down there downtown?
Well, the branches down and the drains need to be cleaned out, but that's besides that, I mean, we're very, very fortunate. I'm here at the Davenport house. It didn't even shake all last night.
Well, of course not. It was built like it. Yeah. How old is the place exactly, Jake?
Well, I'm 96 years old.
The house itself. 196. Okay. Yeah, and didn't shake a bit. I'll be darned. What a surprise.
No, we're just sitting here drinking your coffee and eating powdered donuts and waiting for the lights to come on.
Well, darn. I'm sorry I'm not there. I'm doing a remote from the Davenport house, boss.
We got friends and family all up and down the eastern seaboard, so we're worried about them. But we were just feel very, very fortunate.
Okay, thank you much. Appreciate it, Jamie. Jamie Cradle, Davenport house.
Oh, my house is okay.
Thank you for all you do. We listened to you all last night.
Oh, God love you. Thank you so much. And everybody, if you're from here, you've probably never been to the Davenport house. For goodness sakes, be a tourist in your own hometown. You're going to find some great, great stuff and great things to do. And I want to hear this stuff. Ain't nothing to do here. 10 million people a year come here for something to do. So there must be some kind of an attraction here. So go and look at these places, the Juliet Low House, the Davenport House, you name it. Take a weekend and do a bed and breakfast or something, or in one of our great hotels. 947-1290. And good morning, who's this? Okay. It's such an honor and a pleasure to have this platform and to be able to do this for you. And my wife and son-in-law and daughter-in-law, or son and daughter-in-law left town with our grandkids and are up in the Atlanta area. They've had to move to another hotel because they didn't have it booked through the weekend, and the hotel's been booked, so they've had to move, I think, to Smyrna, someplace like that. But it's just amazing that they were able to get out of here, although it took a while with all the traffic. But when we tell you to leave, this is one of the reasons we tell you. And it's going to be hard getting back in right now. Just be patient, please. It's 10:20. Have 72 degrees and some overcast skies, about a 70% chance of some more showers coming up today. And we're under flash flood watch for at least another 10 minutes here at News Radio 97.7 and 1290 WTKS and any of the iHeart stations you may be listening to now.
If you're a State Farm policyholder and have been affected by the recent hurricane, please contact your State Farm agent. You can also call 1-800-SF-CLAIM or 800-732-5246 to get started. We're taking calls around the clock and responding as quickly as possible because at State Farm, our goal is to help our customers get their lives back to normal. Contact your local agent, call 1-800-SF-CLAIM or visit statefarm.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry MyPillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever. You can buy one of my pillows and get one absolutely free. Go to mypillow.com or call 800-480-1941 and use the promo code iHeart. That's 800-480-1941 or go to mypillow.com and use the promo code iHeart.
Reminder to Remington rifle owners. Owners of certain Remington rifles should take notice of a proposed nationwide class action settlement. The plaintiffs claim that the trigger mechanism of certain bolt-action rifles, such as the Remington Model 700 and certain other models, are defectively designed and can result in firing without a trigger pull. Remington denies these allegations, but to serve its valued customers, may replace these new triggers for no charge with a brand new X-Mark Pro trigger or other trigger mechanism. Safety has always been a priority for Remington. You may opt out or object by November 18. To participate or learn more, visit Remington Firearms ClassActionSettlement.com or call 1-800-876-5940. That's 1-800-876-5940. 1-800-876-5940. Visit Remington Firearms ClassActionSettlement.com or call 1-800-876-5940.
You're listening to special coverage of Hurricane Matthew on News Radio 97.7 and this iHeart radio station.
Hey, I was just seeing if I could give an update on downtown Savannah.
By all means. Go right ahead.
I thought it was like a live thing.
It is live. You're on.
And pray to God that...
Yeah, we're in downtown Savannah right now, driving through Ellis Square.
Uh-huh.
And,
how are things there?
We've got water on the streets. There's water coming from the sky. Bushes and stuff got blown around.
Uh-huh.
This might be a huge mess.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate it. Just stay safe and don't just joyride. This is no day to do that, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you. All right. 947-1290. Morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Morgan. Honestly, I just want to say we're in safe right. It's crazy up and
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for that. Appreciate that update. All righty. Yeah. Somebody's having a good time. 947-1290. Morning. Who's this? Real quick.
This is Ritz.
Hey, Ritz. Where are you?
Okay,
Pray to God that we are
she lives on Griffin
safe
Avenue, Garden
in this
City.
house, and safe we are.
All right. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Gotta run. Thank you. Okay. Anybody
This
help
house
out?
is
We're
coming
looking for
back
just any
home.
information that we possibly can. We'll have Fox News for you at the top of the hour. We'll be back with you in the next hour as well, taking you up to Rush Limbaugh's morning weekend update here next.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Bragging about groping women is something Donald Trump now regrets, he says in an apology released at midnight.
I've never said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not.
This was after a video came out yesterday of Trump saying he can kiss women and grab them by the crotch. He used a different word, and they let you do anything if you're a star. Several Republicans even in and out of Congress have said Trump should now quit the presidential race. The Clinton campaign's not confirming or denying whether leaked excerpts of speeches to bankers are for real.
All throughout this campaign, you've had Hillary Clinton's critics and even her former rival Bernie Sanders pushing for her to release transcripts of her paid speeches to some of the big banks. Now a hack of Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta's emails reveals some information about some of those paid speeches. In a 2013 speech to a Brazilian bank, Clinton said, quote, "My dream is a hemispheric common market with open trade and open borders." Clinton also reportedly said to be successful politically, you need both a public and private position on public policy.
Fox's Mike Emanuel. Hurricane Matthew is now downgraded to a Category 1 storm off the coast of South Carolina. That doesn't mean it's not dangerous. Flooding's flooding. Fox News' Bernal Scott is live in Charleston.
Okay.
That's right, Chris. Many people have been waiting for this once powerful storm to blow through, and it has, but some say not with the fury they expected. Matthew has left standing water in low-lying areas. Ernest Andrade says he doesn't expect much damage at his Mount Pleasant home.
We largely expect it to be like we left it, with the exception of some light flooding. But we're also in very sandy soil, so in 24 hours, that'll probably be addressed.
My house skirts the Charleston area further northeast in Myrtle Beach and Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
They're keeping.
Let me call Dad.
I just got home and we just had to call Father.
We don't have power, but that's okay.
It's okay. And yes, I have 34% minutes of battery life.
You can plug it up in Mom.
Yeah, so I don't have to plug in for the camcorder anymore.
That's okay. This is Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
Our house is fine.
The house is fine. Oh, my, thank you, God, for small favors.
Oh, I'm so...
All right, so on the way back in, was 16 open?
No, you have to go 95, and then you get off at the our exit, and then you have to take a right on Gateway Boulevard.
Yeah.
But when you go on 95, Alex, go very, very slow, because it's sometimes one lane because of the trees on the right-hand side that are down.
Right.
And then you kind of have to just fish your way around through the motel parking to get on that little road that takes you to 16. I mean, that takes you to 17.
Right.
And you know the road I'm talking about, and it goes by Bamboo Farms?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, and then you can get on 204 and come into Georgetown. And it is like a war zone. But, I mean, that one house, you know, the guy that works at Comcast that has the Comcast truck?
Yeah.
There's an oak tree that has been uprooted.
Oh, shit.
And so they've already got like a big red truck sawing that. Please be careful and go slow. Are y'all on the road?
No, we're getting ready to leave here right now. I'm getting ready to leave here right now. I'm going to put Savannah in and just get from here to 16.
And what's everybody else doing?
They're going to go visit a little bit. You know, it's nice and calm here. Everybody's got a phone charging, so they've got GPS.
All right. Well, Taylor will be able to get off at Pooler.
Say again?
Taylor can get off at the Pooler exits.
He can?
Yes.
All right. Hey, the 16th Pooler exit is open, so you can get off there.
Not 16. I was on 95.
Well, he's not going to be on 95. We're coming in 16.
Okay, well then he'll have to get off. You know, before, because at some point in time, like at 16 and 95, that's where they stop the traffic.
Okay. All right, I'll tell him. Okay.
All right,
Alex,
okay. Please be.
Yes, ma'am.
Please drive safe.
I am.
And
I'm in no great big hurry, sweetheart.
Where should I park my car?
I want to see the house, and you know, I want to get there. But hey, I do 60 miles an hour. I'm in no big hurry.
Where should I park? You there?
Okay.
Where should I?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Where should I park in the driveway?
Do what?
Should I park in the driveway?
If you can get up in the driveway, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you don't think
as far as the winds are all to be over with out there, aren't they?
No.
No, we'll leave it in the street then.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and get up.
The street's not flooded, is it?
No.
Okay, well, if the street's not flooded, leave it right there where, you know, by the storm drain.
All right, I'll get the stuff out of the car and then move it.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
All right. I love you. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, baby. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. All right, you want to pull... All right, you want to plug your iPad in?
Yes, ma'am. And I going to have 28 minutes of battery life.
For what?
My camcorder.
All right, well then, why don't you turn it off?
I'm gonna cut for a moment and wait until. Sorry, everyone. I just really think that ever had in my house, but I was gonna do it. I was randomly watch YouTube videos while I'm at, but I'll cut and then we'll see the power went back on as soon as I wrap up this movie. I'll see you there. Found it!
Okay, great. Don't start trying to do everything tonight.
I'm not. I'm going to go get the tank and the stuff out of my truck. My truck is going to smell like wet dog for forever. Just trust me.
My car does smell like wet lube for forever.
Yeah, I'm sweaty the whole day.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
It's
trust
72 in here.
At least you guys were dry. That tent I was in leaked like a sieve. I moved my feet and realized my feet are in a water puddle. In the tent.
Is Taylor back?
No, they're staying up there.
at the campsite. This one lady came by and said that there are 3 churches within the area that have got room, and if you need, they have hot meals. And they were like, hot diggity dog, we'll stay. The Matthew, Luke, Big Adventure.
Well, it's actually a Trip to Crossover Special Part 4, not the Matthew Luke Big Adventure thing, sadly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start undoing my truck.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, hang on, before I get ready, I'm going to talk to the audience real quick about what just happened, you know? Okay. First of all, what just happened today is no power whatsoever, and no, you were not having done Wednesday to 094 with Brian nor Billy that day, and of course, I lost power had some power outages that day, and of course I become in one of these thing when I just say, hey, I want to spend my time watching YouTube videos, but no, we lost some power going on in the house, you know. Try the camera off, you know. There we go, fix. Anyway, we got everything situated, but for tomorrow's, we got everything situated, and now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everything will get everything fixed. But the news report said the weather report is getting ready to get everything fixed by tomorrow, actually. And by the time I finish filming tomorrow, I will wrap up today's movie, the Part 4 movie. So, we will hang you on. If the power gets back on, we'll see if I can do this, but in the meantime, I have no idea what to say here. My battery is saying 23 minutes, you have 23 minutes before you go straight to dead thing, you know? And, because battery's gonna go dead on me 23 minutes from now, you know? And currently, I'm going to have a straight life ahead of me, you know? And right now, I have everything under control. The power's down, and soon to be soon, I am currently in the works with the power outages, which you're about to see in this room, but that had never happened today because while I was here, I was sweaty and got to be napping, got some lunch, got some snacks, and did not get a shirt on that, for the rest of the day because I was just sweaty at the time. And hoping that I need to watch another Bob show review. Bob, Raven, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry the power went out on me because...
Yeah, was that just put it in the windshield? The meat doesn't smell good just because it's meat. We can do that, and
hold on.
I can put a pot out here. I can do make spaghetti out of it, or we can make hamburger patties out of it.
There's one bun left. I made them 2 sandwiches with hamburger buns.
All right, so spaghetti it is.
No.
Then what?
We got bread.
Oh. Okay.
You have that big flashlight?
Yeah, got a big flashlight. We got hurricane lanterns too.
Okay. Sorry everyone, we gotta talk here from mom and all that stuff and dad butt. But anyway, Bob, Ray, oh. Here we go again.
Hurricane Leonard, where are you? There you go. Oh, that ain't gonna do any good. Ain't got no fuel on it.
Oh, dang it.
Thank you. That one didn't have any juice in it.
Yeah, 100% juice for 100% kids. Oh, dang it. Joking.
Got a little bit in it. Still I can find this one will work for the time being until I can find my lamp oil.
We got 3 times.
Oh, man. But anyway, I was in the middle of talking, so I'm just apologize for everyone to say this, but yeah. Anyway, Bob, Raven, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that about what just happened here. The power went out on me because I just have to. I just came back, wanted to figure out what's going on, and I just don't know. It's a very long story. You'll see why and what happened during part 4, because what you saw on today's film is a different story, you know. And I'll get back to the Wednesday 094 episode show, but sometime this week or some next week, something like that. But for now, I had to get prepared for another thing coming up, you know. And hoping I have everything else to be prepared for. Another project that had to be video day in October, day 8 on my main channel. Even when the power gets back on, you know. Hoping I get more power coming back on by tomorrow or tonight, something like that. If there's rain at the time, saying you have dinner and all that stuff, but yeah, let you know about that. Anyway, we'll continue our film in the rest of the day. So until then, I will see you when power gets back on, and I'll get back in the film. See ya. Thanks, Mother. Hello, guys. This is Jersey J 295 speaking. Welcome to Video Every Day in October for today, October 8th, 2016. And we lost some power here. And today I am losing some big old power for the rest of the day. And yes, we're going to make it short for the rest of the day, and we'll continue on filming, and yeah, I'll let you know about that. The first things first, I just came home from early in the morning, and suddenly we lost some power that following night, that following morning. And I just wanted to turn on this Wi-Fi power and say, what am I doing? And it did not happen that morning. So there was that. So I may have to lose some power and the whole entire thing. So yeah, let you know about that. And the whole thing is that I'm never going to be able to do some internet footage on YouTube today. So yeah. And hoping that this might get fixed. And hoping I'll get fixed on YouTube. I hope this YouTube video will get tomorrow as usual. And hoping video every day October number 9 will get number 9 will be here tomorrow as well. Because day number 8 was supposed to be here tonight, but fortunately, the power out we had power outage because it was a big storm yesterday, and hoping that we should release this by tomorrow, which is the 9th, number 9, the whole time thing. But yeah, let you know about that. And hope you can stick with me the time being when the day number 8 comes, will be released. We'll see what happens. And for the time being, I have to get ready for recording the whole footage and the whole entire thing. So, yeah, let you know about that. And besides, folks, I will have more recording stuff when I was just like, hey, I'll have more YouTube videos and stuff and put in by tonight. But instead, I won't be able to do YouTube videos that day. I won't do it anyway, so I just say, hey, screw it, I'm done. So I have to do YouTube videos right here. So, yeah, let you know about that. So anyway, that about wraps up this YouTube video with a huge bang. Stay tuned for the next one, which is video of the day October, day 9, coming tomorrow. But until next time, this is Jerry CK, J629 saying goodbye, peace out, baby. We'll have more YouTube videos for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff Ross saying out. See ya. Hey guys, sorry for the delay, but there is no way I can lose anything but power, but bear with me. I'm going to film just 1 or 2 minutes left of this before the battery's dead, so I'm gonna do one more scene tonight, and then I'll stop recording, and I'll do some more footages tomorrow, and we'll wrap up the movie. So, yeah. Right now it's my dinner time, and we'll get the rest of the film look like tomorrow in the dark. Here it is.
Okay. We got a roof over our heads. We don't have any major holes in it. All's pretty good. People down the street got a big old tree through their roof. That way. Like across the street. I looked down there and I saw something. Who? Yeah, on the street that Albert was on.
Oh!
No.
Crap! And we're gonna cut. Hello guys, this is Jerry CK J629 speaking. Welcome to video every day in October for the day October 9th, 2016, and today we are outside in the dark, just speaking to you from in my house, getting ready to say hey to you guys, and how's I've been, and how's the house has been, and all that good stuff. Well, this house is very creepy in the house, but just let y'all know about that. But yeah, they know about that. Anyway, I am going to speak to you from this house to here instead of just going to prove this wherever I go in the house, just speaking to you right there. But yeah, they know about that. Anyway, David came over to see me and want to go in the basketball court, and I just want to learn some basketball hoops. And I just wanted to do it, and hoping that you'll see me tomorrow, finally, after 2 days of crap that can have a lost weekend. So, yeah, let you know about that. And that's something that I wanted to do on YouTube recently, and that is something that I wanted to do. So, yeah, let you know about that. And hoping that I have some things that I wanted to do before this YouTube video will come up today, and hoping I watch some things for a Trip to Crossroads Special Part 4, which will be coming later in the month. You know what I mean? You want me, Joey Bean? But yeah, later about that. Anyway, that about wraps up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, but video every day in October for today, October 9th, 2016. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be video every day October, day 10. But until next time, this is Jerry CK with J695 saying goodbye. Peace out, baby. One more YouTube videos for you guys very soon. But until then, the Jeff saying out. See ya. This might take 22 minutes to record this. And go.
Coming to you live from the Anderson's kitchen. Woo-ha! Where we do have electricity now, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my day.
You might need to put that down and help me.
That's why I'm getting everything started, and well, as long as I film all of you, then that's great. Everything's perfectly okay with cleaning things up right here. That's fine. Okay. It's now gonna work. Okay, fine. Okay. Everything's working fine now.
I guess so.
Can we now cut? And then I'll wrap up the movie. So, okay. We'll stop for a moment and we'll get to the rest after this movie's wrapping up. So, there you go.